What is up, everybody? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming's Dungeons and Dragons. As everybody is watching me do this intro, maybe even hearing me. No, I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Hello? No. Anyway, so here we are running through, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, rolling through the Tomb of Annihilation module. We are about 21 sessions in now, running through the jungles of Schult, trying to figure out what has caused the death curse. In our party, we have a fighter, a monk, a druid, a wizard, and a fighter. And where we left off last time, we've kind of figured out that a lich is causing this. We're trying to figure out how to get to him, and the first thing we're going to try to figure out tonight is how we want to get down to the location where we think he is. So let's jump into the chat and see what everybody is talking about.
Which is what they put on the Ravens blankets.
Hey Andy, I can't see your video if you're trying to broadcast that using Roll20.
No, I only see Meryl's and nobody else's in mine.
Hit reconnect.
It sometimes it just takes a long time to show up.
Now you're a black box.
Yeah. If it's a black box, you can just leave it, and sometimes eventually it'll start working. But it's not great.
Did you jiggle the cable?
Jiggle it just a little bit.
I jiggled it hard.
All right, let's do this, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Roland now. I'm also not seeing our DM.
I'm seeing
I don't see Recto, Zig, or DM.
Guys, this is the best video chat ever.
I know, right?
This stream brought to you by Roll20 Video Chat.
Roll20.com.
You might see your friends sometimes.
No.
If not, just wait. Maybe they'll come back.
All right. Well, I think let's just power on.
Arthur.
Yeah,
not worry about
we can hear
not
each
worry
other.
about video.
Let's just deal with it.
Our viewers, you don't really want to see us anyway.
Sorry, viewer.
We've got faces for radio.
Faces for radio.
That's a good band name right there.
Sorry, future us watching the streams.
Faces for radio.
That was our rock band name, wasn't it?
No, we were the Mild Jalapenos or Koala Bear Infestation Manifesto.
That was the best band name.
Well, I'm a particular fan of one I came up with called Tugboat Rebellion.
That's funny. I like that.
Watch out.
Here come the tugboats.
Yeah,
oh god, here come the tugboats.
So much towing power. So, to get started, I think we need to figure out which way we're heading.
Before that, why don't we do a quick recap? No MVP for last week, but does somebody want to volunteer to give the recap?
I thought you were asking if someone wanted to volunteer to be MVP. I was like, yeah, I do.
Okay, so then you can do the recap.
Oh,
but not the MVP.
Okay.
Nice.
All the job, none of the inspiration. So let's see. Was it last time that we were finishing off? Yeah, I think it was. We had finished our visit with Shazbot, whatever her name was, up there.
Shazbot.
And
callback, right?
And we
Shaz Nabaza.
Yeah. And we went outside and we found a party of red-robed people trying to get up into the ziggurat where she resided.
Trying to get all up ins.
We had a couple of missteps at diplomacy on the part of Squawk and Jason. Both managed to not come to any useful conclusions. We eventually just decided not really to tell them anything, and we were contemplating whether or not to attack them when they disappeared. We did find out that they were living at the heart of Ubtao, and we had every reason to believe that they were pro-Lich in their leanings. But we didn't actually act on it. After that, we went back to Camp Vengeance, where we stayed for 3 days while Jason made a new rapier for himself. And we
sort of
have the blessing of the camp commander as we decide which where to proceed from here, essentially. So, I missed anything important?
Well, other people did things in Camp Vengeance as well, but
But no, you got a lot rapier.
but you got a weapon, so there's that.
That's the part I remember. I don't remember what you guys were doing.
No.
Futzing about, I guess. I'm sure Recto got lunch. Sorry. Sorry that I missed that.
No, we
Critical
assisted
point.
with things around the camp, healed, whatnot, stuff like that.
Okay,
So.
you sweep the room. Good for you.
I
did
added all
sweep
this.
the
Nice job, hero. Nice job, hero. Oh, and your hand got changed into something you're not sure if you like anymore, even though you can now fly with snake wings. Because, of course you can. Why wouldn't you be able to do that? That's about it. Everybody has a gift now that we have yet to actually make full use of.
Oh, and
So,
Camp Vengeance folks are ready to mobilize and head down to Omu as well. They want to go
Right.
as soon as they can.
And that's another thing. If we're trying to decide where to go, we could go with them.
Go with an army?
Yeah, I mean that might help a little bit in terms of getting lost or dealing with whatever
I think
crops
Troy
up.
would love that if we just rolled down with like 15 to 30 to 45 non-player
Paladins.
characters that he had to control in every battle. I feel like that would be great.
Great.
Voice.
Also, yeah, which of three
You gotta
voices
talk-
will these
you
40
gotta-
paladins have?
You're gonna go talk to each one individually. What's his
I'd
name?
like to,
What's
I'd
his
like
name?
to,
What's
I'd like
his
to
name?
conjure, I'd like to conjure animals with like 14 raccoons individually named. I'd like to speak with each one of them individually.
Be sure to let
So-
Troy know what race the raccoons are, so he knows which voice to do.
If you guys want to try, look, if you want to travel down to Omu with the Camp Vengeance folks, you can do so. Don't worry about me.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
I never do.
I worry about you, DM.
But
Thank you.
ass kisser. That's what we get.
Hey, how many
What do
characters
you got
do
a
you have
magic
killed?
item?
Whatever, man. Maybe
How
next
many
time
characters-
maybe the next time I'll repeatedly fly into a patch of snakes. You know, if I want to stay alive.
He almost died for that.
Camp Omu, is that where we want to go? Is that the consensus?
We don't have a consensus.
Eventually,
I mean,
we need
yeah,
to get to Omu. We
that's-
need to figure out how to get there. And I think that's the first question at bar here. And rather than spend a ton of time on it, we should probably just have everybody vote. I think.
I'm okay with going with the. I think going with the. I think going with the.
They're gonna be
army
a
is good
while.
idea.
They're gonna be a while because they're also waiting for people to come back from the port.
I say that
They're
we
not-
start going through, and I say that we travel with them, and if push comes to shove, we say we will scout ahead and push forward, and we can start mapping out the area.
Well, before we do any of that, because I think again that's us sitting around this camp forever waiting for them to come. Can we like kind of dip into, since we're still there, and ask like how long till you're mobilized? Like, were we given a time that they plan on moving? Because weren't they waiting for people to come back from the port?
Well, can we? Because, and that fair enough. I mean, I would like to do that, but also on top of that, I think everybody kind of has not everybody, but several folks maybe have an idea on how we want to get there. And maybe we can kind of all make our. I know that was a message board topic that I did not respond to, and I apologize for that. But maybe everybody can kind of lay out a quick case on what they want to do and why, and then we can just vote as a party on what we want to do.
North or south, at least, right?
So and if you want, I can start. And again, this is not a hill I'm going to die on, but I would like to head north on the river. Part of this is role playing, me being a sailor in the past. Head north through the port, maybe stop at Camp Righteous, see if we can figure out a way into that temple. What has ever gone wrong doing that? But
I'm not touching that fucking thing.
but also, head back to the port, get our ship, and basically sail around down to Shilku, work our way through the Valley of Lost Honor, where there are no undiscovered hexes, where we probably will not get lost, and only go through 2 undiscovered hexes to get to Omu. That would be Recto's preferred passage, if pie in the sky passage.
I like that idea. I like the idea of going back. If we want to head back, stop at that temple, try to figure
But
out a way in.
So would that be?
I think that's going to take us like in real time months.
Okay, then
Maybe a couple sessions.
okay, trying to get in or just clear the temple.
No, I mean to do the temple and then get down
It's
around.
gonna
to
be a whole
wherever we
night.
wanna go.
Yeah.
So we got 2 north and 2 south.
Well, so what are the other options? What are our other options here?
For me, I would want to take this river and head south as far as we can on the river, follow the river south until we decide that it's either starting to turn or end, and then try to walk from there. So my guess is maybe we'd end up somewhere around here. And that range would be my guess.
Or right here.
That's a pretty large basin, and we don't know. We don't know, but at least we're heading there. I think if we go back, get a ship, then we have to get past the turtle, then we have to sail, then we have to go up and around. I think we're going to be at this for months, which is fine because I'm all for it and this is fun. But if we're trying to get there, that's what I would say is just fucking get there.
So, I think that, yeah.
If the vote's 2 north and 2 south, I'll weigh in on.
Well, we don't know the vote is 2 south yet.
Well, Andrew seems to be saying south,
Andrew
right?
hasn't said a thing.
He hasn't said a thing.
I would like to go to Heart.
Oh, sorry, I thought the Heart of Ubtao. So south, 2 north, 2 south.
Do you like to go to Heart of Ubtao on the way down to Omu?
So, role-playing character-wise, like everything magical, which that seems like
flying village,
is like what my character is super into. So that's where my thing is.
I'll throw in on south as well. I don't mind the jungle thing, and I think ultimately it'll be faster to get to Omu that way than to try to go up and around, because even if we put in at Shilku, we're still 12 odd hexes away, and we're 14 hexes from the bottom of the basin.
What I'll say is we're 12 hexes away, but only 2 of those hexes are undiscovered, whereas going the other way, it's 20 hexes, and we could get lost going in any direction and not know that we're lost.
Oh, I guess I'll ask when he gets back, but I want to see what the travel distance is with a boat.
What are travel?
Well, it's out and around. It's 130 miles before you get out of the bay.
Do we know?
Oh, you mean around there?
400 miles till you turn at the Cape, and then another 250 to get down to Shilku.
Troy, what's the moving like that you can give us the moving sort of mechanics with like a ship? Is it significantly faster with a boat out in these waters, or are we talking kind of similar movement like we had with the canoe, which is still basically a hex a day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit faster with a ship, but I'd have to double check, but you're talking maybe 2 or 3 hexes per day.
Even at that speed, it's much longer.
I'd be okay with all that if it wasn't for that turtle.
Okay, so
do we want to talk about the turtle?
No, well, and I'm not trying to bring it unnecessarily to a close, but it sounds like we're 3 south, 2 north.
I'm okay with going south too. If we have a role-playing reason to go south, and I'm okay with exploring Exramus.
Okay, you guys want to hit the Heart on the way down to Omu then?
Not really.
Yes,
but
not really.
But if the party wants to do it, then I'm in.
Which was the Heart? That's the
flying village.
Yeah, the Heart of Ubtao. Yeah, Ubtao, right.
Well, our last interaction with these guys was so stellar. I guess we can give it another shot.
we have every reason to expect that it's a flying town full of cultists.
They invited us there. They said we always have a place there if we want to go.
That's never ended poorly for anyone.
I think I would, not having a strong personal opinion, I'll lean on role playing and say Jason would probably want to get right to Omu. So.
As would Recto.
Yeah, it would be
because that's where the guy he wants to kill is. So
why on the way there? So we're good.
That's about. Okay, so notionally, our plan is grab the canoes and start heading down the river. Yeah.
Do we want to ask how maybe the people at Camp Vengeance know how far the river goes south?
That's a great idea.
Couldn't hurt.
And maybe ask them about what they know about the Heart of Ubtao.
I think we already did, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Did we? They didn't really have much to offer.
So I think that one of the locals, yeah. They know that it's been there for a long time, but it is floating in the sky, so it's not something that a normal Chultan is able to access.
That's not one person speaking. That's just what the general.
Where were they? Where were they?
That's
from?
what you heard from one person.
Okay.
Where
But that was
where were
the
they?
only local you saw.
Where were they from? The people that we ran into from that they were from a rival, like continent, correct?
Yes, they were from a rival civilization.
Civilization.
We should have killed them.
Agreed. These are our diplomats from last time, too, guys. I definitely think we should have put a sword through them.
Prince Squawk right there.
All right.
It would have been more fun, I will say that. But no.
So, what is the general consensus on how long it's going to take for the army to get ready, for this troops to get ready to mobilize, to start heading towards Omu?
Let's ask about that and ask about the river.
Okay. What's the general consensus of how long it's going to take for the army to get mobilized so they can go south?
Okay.
So they can get towards Omu.
Who
We're
are you
asking
asking?
Troy. Yeah.
Troy.
Who's Troy?
I mean, are you asking if Squawk knows what the general consensus is?
Can we find that? Okay. I would like to find that out through talking to people and talking to the commanders of the.
Okay.
Ask the quartermaster.
Yep. Okay, so and if I recall last night, so last week we spent 3 days while Jason was crafting. So you guys have had multiple full nights rest in the camp. So let's say you wake up in the morning. Let's say it's late afternoon. Jason has finished his crafting, and so Squawk, you're going to go walking around asking how long they think it'll take to mobilize.
Yes.
Is that what's happening? So you walk around the camp. Most of the soldiers really aren't sure where they're going yet. They haven't received their orders, but they have received orders to start packing up the camp. And you've seen them start to take down a lot of some of the tents. A lot of the tents are still up, but anything that's more permanent, they've started to tear down. And you can see them starting to. They've slaughtered some of the goats and are salting the meat. They're preparing. Most of the soldiers don't know, but you talk to a few more of the grizzled veterans, and they say that normally within about another 10-day they can get on the road.
Okay, and do you guys know where you're headed? Do you guys who can I talk to about where you're headed?
You can ask anybody.
Oh, I thought they said that they didn't know where they were heading.
Well, a lot of the rank and file did not.
But the grizzled veterans have an idea, kind of.
Yeah, man.
Do you guys know where you're headed? Where are you headed?
So you talk to one in particular grizzled veteran. He's got this big scar down the side of his face. He looks like he's probably in his early 50s, and he tells you that they just tell him to march. But given what's happening in terms of packing up and it looks more like they're going to be heading deeper into the jungle, not headed back to port. Based upon the way they're preparing, but he doesn't know the finals.
Okay, do you guys? Is there a map? Do you guys know what you're encountering? Where you're heading deeper into the jungle, but do you need scout? You have scouts ahead that are scouting out the area for you.
He tells you that Pern and her team have already left camp and that they're scouting somewhere ahead. That they left 3 days ago. So essentially, what you learn is that. Right after your meeting with Commander Breakbone, Pern, who was the knife flipping woman, her team of scouts and her left to go out early.
And when did they leave?
3 days ago. So basically, right after
the time when we shot. Okay. And they headed south. All right. Which direction did they head?
Yeah, they'll tell you they headed south.
Okay. What is the game mechanic for how they relay back? Like, if we were to scout ahead and have a 3-day head start, is it just like, oh, it's magic? Like that's how they can relay back. Like this is what's going on.
So in world, there's a lot of different ways for this to happen. Yes, there are magical spells to do that, like the send spell, for example. But most armies rely on regular scouting methods that real life humans would be familiar with. So typically you send scouts back.
Okay. All right, and okay.
So you don't know whether they have, unless you ask. You don't know if there's a magical way of them.
Okay.
conveying information.
All right,
back.
so going back and talking to the party now, so if we're going to be heading to Batu, then I think that we should head south, and we shouldn't make a straight line to.
I'm sorry,
Batu.
heading where?
We should. Uptao.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever. So instead of going straight to Uptao, we should go. We should probably head south first and try to catch up with the scouting party and make sure that they're doing okay before we head east to Uptao and not go straight there.
Were we headed there? I thought we were just going to go straight to Ilmu.
I mean, if we're going straight to Umu, then we should just go south, and that's fine. But I thought we were going to Uptao. I thought that was the consensus. Was that not the consensus?
I was a straight to Omu guy. Who else was?
Recto
So-
abides.
I thought we said that we were role playing it out and that going to Uptao was was okay with everyone. But okay, if we're going straight south, then that's cool.
Oh, my vote was to go to Omu.
Yeah,
Personally.
we're 3-2 on straight there.
Okay. All right, cool. Then then okay. They have a
Sorry,
3-day
Zig.
head start on scouting ahead. So if we want to scout ahead and scout with them and get a 3-day head start on the team, then the team will be 3 days behind. Then the army will be about 3 days behind us. 3 to 5 days behind us.
So the scouts left 3 days before your current date, so they're 3 days ahead of you.
us. Right. So we'll be,
The army told you that they need about another 10-day.
okay, 10 days. Okay.
10 days is what they call.
Oh wait, 10 days. Okay, sorry.
Because
that's
a week
right.
a week is 10 days long.
Oh, okay.
So in the canoes then?
Sure.
All right.
Squawk doesn't ride in canoes, so I don't know.
Good, that's
and
helpful.
we've got our canoeing order, right? Which is
You do?
well, we did. I thought
I have a canoeing order.
Jason's piloting one.
No, Jason is the strongest member we have. Jason needs to be paddling.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, rowing, not yeah.
Okay.
And I guess there's one other person in that one with me, and then Squawk's flying over us.
So
You
what I
and
have is
Recto,
Roland, Zig, and Jason in one.
Okay.
Squawk and Recto in the other.
Because I think Squawk, I think you had higher than 10 strength, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Our
Because
bird.
everybody else has 10.
No, I have 8.
But you're navigating. So Zig, you're the only one who gets to sit back and enjoy it.
Woohoo!
All right, let's see what the
Well, he
the
can
river
help
has
with stuff, right?
to teach us.
Well, that and yeah.
So Troy, we get in the canoes. We start heading south.
So as you're kind of heading out, you're approached by Lorsa, who you've come to know is one of the is basically the she's part of Commander Breakbone's army, but she's a native Chultan. She's part of the kind of scouting corps, but separate from Pern. She's in charge of a lot of the local Chultans that they have as part of the army. She was the one that was with you in the command tent, helping whenever you asked about local information that Commander Breakbone didn't know. So she approaches you, and
Sup?
she basically says, "I see that you all are leaving. Are you planning to go down the river? Maybe we can give you some provisions before you take off. It looks like you're a little light."
That would be great.
I would love some provisions.
Okay, and so she asks for a couple of you to follow her as she heads back towards the quartermaster's area.
I'll follow.
Yeah,
I'll follow.
Sure.
And so she approaches and you spend about an hour kind of going through and packing up on some rations, and you're able to get about 20 days worth of rations ready out of
Sweet.
out of this. Because you were completely out because you are now. This is day 34.
Damn.
All right.
How many did we just
all right.
get?
You got about 20 days for the entire party. So not 20 rations, but...
Do we have a way to magically conjure food if we need to?
I do have Goodberry, assigned.
Okay.
If needed.
Can I ask her, what's her name? LARP?
Lorsa.
Lorsa. Hello, Lorpus. Sorry about that, but can I ask you, how far does this river, the River Ocean Star, how far does it go south? How close will it get us to Omu?
She tells you that it doesn't go past the southern end of the Aldani Basin. So you...
How far does the Aldani Basin go?
She tells you it can take you about halfway to Omu from here.
Solid.
That's not too bad.
Okay, thank you.
She as she's kind of telling you this, she kind of looks off in the distance, and she kind of turns back, and she's telling you she just can't believe that she's actually going to go to Omu. It's been a legend that she's heard about her entire life, the Forgotten City, and she's both excited and terrified about what she'll find there.
Can you tell us a little more about that? What kind of legend has it been? What do you mean by that?
She says that when she was a little girl, her grandparents would tell her stories that their grandparents told them of a city that was the capital of Chult, and it was a very advanced civilization, beautiful buildings, a trade center, powerful military, but that some cataclysm destroyed it. They're not really sure what caused it. There are all sorts of different rumors, but she knows that towards the end, the city worshipped 9 gods instead of Ubtal, and many of the priests believe that this is what what caused the loss of Omu. Was kind of this sacrilege of worshipping these other gods.
Well, if you know any of the area along the way, I imagine you'd be welcome to come with us.
She tells you that she certainly, if she'd love to join you, if you want to ask Commander Breakbone for permission, but that she is part of Commander Breakbone's army and needs to follow his orders.
You guys want to ask for a guide?
Would be you. You're the one who has the biggest relationship with them. All
right, I'll head in and let him know that we're about to set out. That we're headed for Omu. We'll just use the canoes that we left, and that we'll try to go a bit in advance of his army. If we happen to catch up with them later, you can consider us reconnaissance in force, and ask him in particular about the lady whose name I've already forgotten, and
Lorsa.
Lorsa, and if she's not available, if he can offer any guides for the area to sort of help speed our passage.
I asked Larissa while he's doing that, are you a dragon?
You asked Lorsa this?
Yes.
Someone asks you if you're a dragon. You say yes.
You were legally obligated to tell me if you're a dragon.
So, are you in the command tent when you ask this?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be allowed in the command tent. I thought he would.
That's a good point.
I thought he said he went into the command tent, implying that he was outside the command
tent. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, just clarifying. So Jason, we'll get to your conversation with Breakbones in a minute.
Sure.
So Larsa kind of looks at Squawk and says, "No, I am not a dragon. Why would you ask this?"
Our last guy turned out to be a dragon, and we're just making sure that if you're going to be coming along with us, we want all the cards on the table of who's going to be joining our party.
Of who is dragons and not.
It didn't end up poorly for us.
Yeah. Cards on the table. Who's a dragon?
No, this is I am not a dragon, but I wish I was. That sounds preferable.
Could have ended a lot worse.
Are you a lich? Are you hiding anything from us? I want to make sure you're not a lich either.
I don't actually even know your name, so this I have other things to do. So,
fair enough.
She kind of wanders off.
Hey guys, she's not a dragon.
Thanks, Birdman.
So, Jason, you're talking to Commander Breakbone, and what he tells you is, he says, I'm sorry, as grateful as I am for you for finding the source of the undead, I cannot part ways with Lorsa. She's my local guide. She's the one that helps us navigate, and I need her to make sure that this army travels and arrives safely at this Omu.
Anybody else you could recommend?
Or spare?
Give you, as you know, I am short on manpower, but given what you have done for us, I do think that I could spare 3 of our best guards to travel with you.
Okay.
Are they strong and good paddlers?
Yeah. I assume they can helm a boat.
They can.
Excellent. Well, then we'd be happy to have them. Tell them we'll meet them near the front gates in 15 minutes.
Shouldn't they keep their guards?
I'm not going to quibble. Somebody offers you guards, you say yes, thank you, and move on. Besides, they're going to be fulfilling their obligations anyway.
Probably be guarding us.
Yeah, probably
they'll be dead soon. It's fine.
Yeah,
yes.
No, everybody needs red shirts.
As long as they can paddle us there, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right. So I'd thank him and ask that they meet us out front quite shortly.
Okay. So it takes closer to 2 hours before they're ready. But eventually you have 2 men and a woman that are guards that join you at the front entrance to the camp. One of the guards is a young man, probably no older than 16 or 17. Short, kind of too small for his baggy uniform. Scraggy red hair. One of the others is this older grizzled veteran with a long scar down the side of his face. And there's a rotund brown-haired woman who is maybe more brawn, but certainly she doesn't turn down a meal, it looks like. And they
I'd like to hand her my paddle.
Yeah.
she kind of takes it from you, and you're kind of like you hand it over with both hands, and she just kind of like grabs it and she says, "All right, show me the canoe."
Give her a big pat on the back, point in the direction, and
go get him, Slugger.
She slaps you in the back, and you kind of stumble a little bit in the mud.
Great to have you aboard. We'll be headed as far south as possible, and then I'll show them our map and say that this is our destination, and point out Omu.
Okay, and they say, "All right, well, are we ready to depart?"
Yep, we're ready to go into the boats.
All right. So you get into the boats, and one of the boats ends up being a little bit cramped because you do have a little bit more people than would ideally fit into the boat, but you are able to kind of shift some of the provisions from one of the canoes to the other. So Squawk and Recto, you all end up with
so I can
2 of the guards.
So I don't need to be in the boat.
Yeah, Squawk
You
can
could
fly.
actually. You
Yeah.
could. Okay. So you've got a guard in each boat doing the rowing.
I want to fly about. Just for your, I want to fly. Like I don't want to be like super high while we're still in the jungle. Like I just want to be kind of like 10 feet ish above, like flying, pacing with the boats, from a just visual standpoint for you, Troy.
Okay. So you meander kind of down the river. You go through the Aldani Basin, which is this enormous wetland. It's somewhat marsh-like, but a little bit deeper than marsh. But you do see lily pads and other kind of floating vegetation throughout it, and it takes you nearly a 10-day to get through the Aldani Basin, and it's.
Can I? Is this helpful at all? And if not, maybe it's just for a little spice on it. I'd like to try to use shape water to kind of help us move through some of this. I can post that.
Sure. Yeah. So as you're going through,
kinds of things.
Whenever you get close to kind of some of this floating vegetation, you're able to use the shape water to push it aside. You can't quite, separate the entire basin, but you can kind of part those plants and push them away so that you have a clear path through some of the foliage that would otherwise maybe get the canoes stuck there. You come to a big branch in the river. You take the southern branch, continue down deeper into the Aldani Basin. You reach kind of a bend in the basin as it goes off to the east.
Do we get any of these squares unlocked?
You will.
Help us?
You will.
Okay.
So,
all right, we're getting there. Okay, I don't want to jump in.
Let's go ahead and I can do that.
Roll for initiative.
No.
Okay, this will give me an idea of like exactly where we're going. Gotcha.
And just so we're clear, I did not find any ruins as we passed through that red scratch mark.
You did not.
Nice. We are unlocking some tiles.
All right. So.
Yeah, look at it. Right there. This is faster than I
we're
thought.
pretty much there already. What could go wrong?
Pretty much.
Oh yeah. So that red X, by the way, is where you thought Orolungo was.
Pretty close.
Actually, because now you can see. So in the other red X is where you thought where you marked Nangalore as being.
Not too far. Yeah.
50 miles. 130 miles.
What's 50 miles between friends?
That's from you to Fredericksburg. That's what that is.
It'll take about as long too.
Hey-o.
Yeah.
That's a traffic joke.
Those are the best. Traffic jokes
Always
kill
well
me.
received traffic jokes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the river.
One of our listeners is laughing.
The river has turned.
The river has turned. So it's heading east, and so do you want to continue to follow the river to the east, or do you want to get off the river and start heading south?
What is the climb? What kind of land are we? Or what is the?
So you're still in the basin, and it's still like deep swamp basically. You guys have had to get out a few times. A few times you've had to actually sleep in the canoes themselves, and you haven't been able to cast your hut. You haven't been able to find any land.
Yeah.
But you were you had to fend off a couple crocodiles, push them away with the oars, but no major incidents. But you're now kind of the basin is drying up, and you can see a tree line to your south.
All right, is this where we get off, guys?
I'd ask.
Still going.
I'd ask our guards if the river goes any further south.
Mm-hmm.
So you turn to the guard in your boat, who's this young kid, and he goes, I have no idea. This is the farthest I've ever been from Port Nyanzaru. It might be the farthest any of us have been from Port Nyanzaru.
Great, thanks, kid. Very helpful. So
they sent us their best.
They're not sending their best. No, they're not too helpful, guys. What do you think? I mean, if we don't know where the river goes, I'd just as soon get off and go south myself.
I agree.
Any other
I'd
thoughts?
be willing to do one more day to see if it works.
Recta would also like to stay on the water for maybe another day or so to see.
Andrew?
I think I'm good with. The river looks like it bends eastward a little bit. Do we want to explore that, or are we getting off and heading into?
That's your.
That's the question mark.
No. I'm gonna go down the river.
Okay.
Easy paddle.
All right. 3 for the river. So one more day on the river.
One more day on the river. See where it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you continue on the river, and it does continue eastward, and
north, buddies.
and it does kind of continue snaking north to south, but generally to an eastward direction.
Looks like it's time to hoof it, boys.
Concur.
Sure.
All right. To the south.
Okay.
Dock the
All right.
canoes. How far up do we pull them? Just on the bank? We try to hide them somewhere?
We should
Keep
try
it,
to
you
hide
think we're
them,
gonna get
yes.
back to them.
We might not, but you know.
We got to get back from Omu somehow, boys.
Well, why
By the time we leave Omu, we're gonna be like level 45, so we'll
we're
be able
just
to
gonna
teleport
teleport
out.
there with our mind powers.
It's not like we have a giant ship waiting for us nearby where we can just sail back, the whole way.
So I'll pull
Hey,
at least my
Troy.
canoe up onto the bank and cover it in some brush and try to mark the tree nearest it.
Hey, Troy, just so
Yeah?
you know, like a giant swath of hexes down around this area like became transparent and then went back after a second or two.
I know.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
That.
I'm gonna do the same thing and pull the canoe up, and I will mark the tree, and then I will continue to pee on the tree, so I can just kind of mark it and find it again.
He accidentally showed us the zombie T-Rex trail.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna transform just into the dire wolf to be able to pee there, so I can transform back and sniff it out.
All right, you transform into a direwolf and you pee on the tree and you sniff in the air to make sure that you can smell it, and it smells awesome. You love it. You
I'm
love
really,
it.
really happy.
Really into it.
Your tail wags a bunch.
Yes.
So
I'm a happy
also,
boy.
I'd like to say that as we travel through the jungle,
Who's
I'd
a
like
good
to
direwolf?
continue to as we come across trees or landmarks or something. I'd like to continue to mark them with sunbolts, if possible. Again, I know it's a minuscule chance that it will actually help us at all, but
All right.
This jungle's going on fire. Only you can prevent forest
no,
fires.
this doesn't set things on fire. This is radiant. It's different.
The flames are back.
So as you go along, you see because you guys as you leave the canoes behind, you go deeper into the jungle. The foliage creeps back in. The canopy becomes oppressive, high. Squawk. It becomes difficult for you to fly again. So you're either flying above the canopy, but then you would lose sight of the party, or you're walking along the ground. Every now and then, Recto, you see a tree that you don't like the look of, and so you blast it with your sunbolt, and it cracks a big chunk off, leaves behind some glowing embers. About 3 times during the trip when you do this, zombies attack you, and the whole group has to fight the zombies off. And
Have we learned nothing?
Whatever.
But
I like that he just says you win the fight with zombies. So that's fun. I like that.
You beat them.
Yeah.
You go through a heavy, thick part of the jungle with dense fog. You see an enormous horde of zombies walking through the jungle, only about 20 yards away from you. There must be hundreds of zombies.
Can we easily fight those?
You can try.
Wait a minute. Wait.
rather not.
Whoa.
Maybe just scare.
What do you mean we see them? Like, are they avoidable?
Well, so you're probably
We better hope they're avoidable.
You're maybe about 30 yards away right now, so you're pretty close. You're probably within sunbolt range, I would imagine.
No, that's not why I'm asking at all. What do you mean? You said you see
Yeah, you can see them kind of filtering through the trees. Your visibility is low because of the mist.
on the star.
but you can
This is on the
see-
hex the star is currently on right now.
No, you're much deeper into the jungle at this point.
Well, guys, we want to try to avoid the horde of zombies, right?
I think we should avoid the horde of zombies.
Yeah, just sort of quietly sign language, and we'll just.
We'll kind of do the whole, the psst, psst, this way. You know, we kind of just work back away from them and try to work around the horde, I guess.
Guys, I've got this awesome.
Do we want to maybe try to? Hang on.
When you say like,
do we want to try to stealth around them? Maybe like.
No, I think we just let them pass. Even if it takes us a little bit of time, we just let them pass.
Do we want to group stealth just in case?
I think I'd try to be quiet.
So I'll cast silence on our group.
Oh, cool.
Can you post that spell, please?
Yeah, well, if we're just going to be quiet, if we're just going to sit here and watch the zombies, then I'm going to do this.
Okay. Okay, so you guys can't hear each other while you're in there.
Okay.
That's why we're doing this.
So probably at one point somebody's talking to somebody else, and all you can see is gums flapping.
Right.
Recto tries to yell.
Of course he does.
Nothing happens.
It's fantastic. Recto farts.
Stinks. Is that a spear of...
Still smells.
The epitome of silent but deadly.
So this lasts for
Doesn't say, does it? No, it must say. It must be somewhere else. It's not on the Roll20 thing, but
For the duration. No, it's just for the duration.
Duration up to 10 minutes.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's good enough for watching. Trying to watch the zombies go through and see how many there are, and if by the time it's gone, like if we can watch them pass.
okay. So by the time the silence field dissolves, you've seen easily dozens pass back into the mist. There's a few stragglers still moving across, but it looks like the bulk of the horde has gone by.
Okay. Let's make a stealth check and just try to work our way through the just to keep working to make sure we avoid them all and to keep heading south.
Concur.
Okay. All right. So everybody do a stealth check. We'll do a group check here.
You got it.
Yikes.
We will botch this one.
Okay. So you guys try to be quietly creep past the last part of the tail of the horde. Recto steps on a twig, and there's this loud snap, and you hear it echo through the jungle.
I'd slap you if it wasn't so noisy.
You see a few of the zombies at the tail stop and kind of look around, like looking around, moaning, and then about 15-20 seconds later, they resume following the horde.
Okay.
And you guys are back on the trail.
All right.
Excellent. Keep heading south. Yeah.
Keep heading south, and after another 10-day or so, you are approaching where you believe Omo to be based upon your navigation on the map. So we'll go ahead and
Navigation has gotten quite a bit easier, I will say.
So, I might be worth asking. I think my preference would be to go in and kill what we find. But did anybody have any plans for once we actually got there? How to proceed?
We don't do plans. I know you're new to this group, but let me tell you, the whole trying to plan thing. Let's just hold your roll. A little
Remember
bit.
Harry Potter at the end where Hermione's like, "We need a plan." And then Harry's like, when has our plan ever worked? We always make a plan, we go when it goes wrong, it all goes to hell, and we just deal with it.
What
I'm for it.
To the group.
I would only say if we see a giant snake man, that
the zombies were headed to
I'm going to kill him.
To the north?
To the northeast.
To the northeast? Okay.
A bunch of hexes are revealed to us right now. I don't know if you know.
I know.
That. Okay.
Cool.
I do know that.
All right. Do we see anything that looks like ruins or a city or?
I'm just trying to. Get
Suburbs.
Place on...
Anything?
We walk up and we scream.
Nice country club.
Yeah. No, we don't scream. I'm just kidding.
Truck stops.
Sorry, just a moment.
Big gorilla Statue of Liberty.
All right.
No.
Sorry,
You damn dirty gorillas! You blew it up!
I love how the Gorillons continue to be such a thing.
That's it. That's their new difficulty scale.
Hey, there's a reason I took his hand with me.
Oh yeah, you've been carrying an increasingly rotting gorilla on hand for God knows how long now, about a month.
This thing's gonna. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make wishes with this thing someday.
So what could go wrong with a monkey paw? I'm sure Troy would delight in finding ways to technically comply with your request, but fuck us over really badly with that.
So that took you about 20 days to get here.
I cannot believe the people with us are still alive. Those.
Yeah, these red shirts.
They're still with you. They're still with you. They're still alive.
So that means we have 3 days of rations left. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, you have basically 1 day left.
How does your how do the berries work? How many of those berries can you make a day?
I can do 10. They last for 24 hours and they feed a day. And
he has to cast them every day to feed us. Basically.
I gotta cast them every day, and it is a level 1 spell.
Okay.
Were you using that?
To be fair, it keeps us alive. So there's that.
Here's a quick question. Here's a quick question, real quick. Was Squawk able to cast his hut for us to sleep in? Because if he was able to cast his hut for us to sleep in, I have no problem using it every single day to feed us as we kind of got down here.
Every day in the jungle, Squawk was able to cast the hut. While you were on the Aldani Basin for about 7 days on the basin, you were not able to.
Okay, if that is the case, then yes, I would have liked to have cast Goodberry throughout the day to feed, knowing that I was going to get that spell slot back.
And I would like to
hoping I would be getting it back.
You did have a few extra mouths to feed during.
I have 10 I can do a day.
Right, so the days where you couldn't cast Goodberry,
yes.
You did burn through the rations a little bit more quickly than expected.
Fair enough.
You've only got about 5 days of rations remaining. Okay. So as you're marching through the jungle, you start to kind of, you can hear a difference in the air. The sound of the jungle has taken on a different quality. You can hear what sounds like a river at first, and eventually what sounds like a waterfall. And as you continue getting closer to this sound, you can see the light. This is about midday on day 53 of your journey. You can see the light filtering more brightly through the jungle, which you've learned indicates a clearing ahead.
Yikes.
Okay, well, I mean, given that we've been traveling through the jungle ostensibly this whole time, I don't think I'd find anything too odd about a clearing.
I would not. I would recommend to the group that we maybe hold up just before we move into the giant clearing and try to take a quick, take a little bit of time and try to see what is in this clearing before we just walk out in the middle of the fucking open.
Sounds good.
Recto agrees
Sure, if you suggest it. Yeah.
Says to the group, "Dear, I fear we're facing a problem."
Yeah, God.
I think we have already come across an entire horde of undead. Let's make sure there's no undead around. Let's make sure we know where we're going in this clearing, and if we can, try to not be out and exposed in the middle of everything, because we know that this is kind of like we're in the end game.
I'm getting close.
We know that this is
kind of hang and do some recon while we're hanging here.
Yeah. Okay. So do you like turn into an animal or something to check it out? Like when you say
no, I think we just
like,
kind of sit and wait for like an hour and just kind of like see if things are coming and going. What are the sounds? Is there anything weird? Is there?
Sure, I've got no problem taking a breather.
Just let's kind of see what's going on in this big clearing before we decide what we want to do with it, whether walk through it or around it.
Recto does push-ups.
Okay. So who's doing what? Besides Recto, who's doing the push-ups?
Taking a short nap.
Okay, taking a short rest. All right.
Well, I guess somebody needs to be watching what's going on. So I guess I'll sit and I will watch what is going on.
I think it's just grass.
Yeah, I'll fly around too. Like, are there other birds flying around as well?
There are birds flying around. Yes.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna kind of like, I'm not like flying with them, but like I want to fly around and scout the area as well. Is there an analyze? I don't want to.
So real quick, before I get to you, Squawk, Roland. So you're just staying kind of in the jungle, watching
for right this second. If he's gonna take off, I want to see what he's doing when he takes off. But if there is some wildlife around him, I might start asking questions here. But if he wants to take off and do his thing real quick, we can do that.
Yeah, go chat with some critters.
That Patriots blanket makes me sick.
So since he's leaving, I will do kind of a bit of a check around the area to see A, for tracks for animals, and B, if there's any kind of mid-size kind of animals around.
So go ahead and make a survival check
God,
for the tracks.
Nature.
Okay, so you're able to find some scrapes that are against a tree that look like they belong to some sort of likely antlered animal.
Is it the spirit of the forest? Is this a Princess Mononoke situation?
I'd like to then take this little bit of time, hoping that other people will kind of keep an eye out for the main area. I'd like to try to take this time and see if I can see some tracks, see if I can see where these animals apparently have been rubbing on trees, if they've been close, see if they are fairly close, and if I can kind of slowly move around the area to try to find one.
Okay, so the tracks seem to lead towards the river, which you guys haven't been following a river down, but you've now been hearing for the last day or so that there is a river nearby, and you now can hear the rushing roar of a waterfall.
Can we tell which direction it is from us? Like,
it's southeast from you.
Okay.
But the tracks, you can tell that it's a ways off. It's not just a few feet away. It's probably an hour plus walk.
Okay.
All right. I don't really want to get away from the group and try to bring everybody down to the water and back. So I will go back and again, I'll do my best on the nature end to see if there's anything unusual nature-wise in the area, whether it be tracks that are obviously not going into this clearing, or a noticeable lack of animals within the clearing.
That would be a nature check.
Okay, we'll do that.
Oh, yeah, that checks out.
How?
You think you're in nature,
Hey,
You're not really sure.
but you're not sure.
do you know if
You're the worst druid ever, dude.
That's the worst possible roll.
you need one with a negative one? I mean, like, seriously?
Can't be worse. Wow.
The best.
Roland steps into a pit of Snurpies and dies.
I fucking double rolled one. Hey, listen. I rolled this on a nature check and not on anything crazy, like, thank God, like any kind of death save or something.
Nature checks are the only thing you suck at. You're amazing at everything else.
Intellect. Why do they make nature intellect?
So Roland, a really cute jungle squirrel, which is a thing, is passing by, and you try to stop it to ask it about the ancient city of Omu, and you spend about 30 seconds with this long monologue about your kind of where you're coming from and what you want to find out. And the squirrel turns to you and says, "Fuck you!" and runs off into the jungle.
I'd like to pick up the closest rock and throw it in its direction as it runs away.
It kind of hits it, and the squirrel kind of tumbles and then runs.
Are we at the bottom or the top of the waterfall?
Just because you can talk to animals doesn't mean they're going to like you.
They're so profane. All
You're
the
a very
squirrel
likable person.
such assholes.
Can we tell? Are we at the bottom or the top of the waterfall?
Fucking double ones. Good
You
God.
cannot. You aren't there yet, so you don't know.
Yeah.
You can go look.
I'm not going to look. By myself.
Okay. So Squawk, you were saying you were going to do
I
something.
know that trick.
Yeah, I wanted to fly around and just get a bird's eye view, so to speak, of the area.
2 ones.
Okay. So like out into the clearing or just above where you are right now?
I'll fly around the clearing a little bit. Yeah. I mean, if that's where, as long as like that's where like creatures are flying to, like I will fly along with them.
You do see birds out there.
Okay, then if there's other things flying there, like I'll fly up where up however high they are, get an idea of what's going on.
Okay.
See how far away the waterfall is. We're at the bottom of the waterfall. You said, right?
I did not say, and you don't know.
We hear the waterfall.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will, in as much as I can, without straying too far away from the group, try to get an idea of where the waterfall. You head in the direction that the sound's coming from.
Okay. So, you're heading towards the waterfall?
Yes.
Okay. So you fly up through the canopy.
Yeah, and I'll be like 30, 40 feet up in the air now.
Well, that's not even above the canopy.
Okay, then I'll be above the canopy.
Okay. Okay, so you fly up above the canopy, which is the canopy is about 50, 60 feet up. So you go, maybe you're about 80 feet up, so you've got some distance between you and the canopy. As you break out of the canopy, you can see to your south an enormous sunken, kind of the opposite of a plateau in front of you. Like there's this almost like
a plat hand?
Almost like a sinkhole in the ground, but it's easily a mile plus across, and in that sinkhole is an enormous dead city, kind of surrounded by sheer cliffs. You can see in the very distant, these ruined buildings. You can see roads. You can see birds flying overhead. But you're still a little bit too far away to get detail right now. You do see in the kind of far end of it the red glow of lava at the opposite corner of this depression. To your left, to your east, you see a river going into a waterfall, and this waterfall flows down into this city.
Okay. Interesting. So the water's falling down into the city, and then there's also lava flowing into the city?
You can't really tell what's going on with
the big
lava.
island of Hawaii right now.
So, and this is on opposite ends. So the waterfall is in the northern part, and it is flowing into the city. And you do see parts of the city are a bit submerged in water. And then at the very end, which is pretty far away from you, you can't see any detail. You can see the red glow of what is very obviously lava to you, but you can't tell what's happening with it.
Okay.
From where you are right now.
It's burning things.
Right. Okay. Great. I'm going to fly back down to talk to the group and let them know in the direction of where there's a sunken city off the direction.
Okay. Go ahead and do a perception check as well.
Roll a 1, baby.
He has a minimum 19 here. Okay.
Anybody know what the temperature of lava is? Fahrenheit?
Hot.
Anybody?
It's
Hot.
Did you guess?
It's about 6,000 degrees.
I guess it's hot.
2,100 degrees.
Oh, it depends what kind of lava we're talking.
Not hot lava.
Yeah, I guess this would be the cooler version then.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's the high quartz content.
It's like the shaft version of lava.
So,
Do we
so
know
Squawk,
what the floor is made out of? And is it lava?
So Squawk, you see, as you're flying back, you notice that all along the perimeter of this cliff that goes all the way around this city, the edge of this sinkhole, you see that there are stone statues every 100 feet or so, looking in towards the city.
And what are the domes? What are they statues of?
You can't tell from where you are right now. You're too far away.
Okay, so but they're interesting. Okay.
They're humanoid shaped.
That's cool. Okay, and how far away is this drop off?
Less than a mile.
Okay. Okay.
And you're about a mile or less to the waterfall. So the cliff, the closest point to the cliff is straight south. The waterfall is southeast.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to go a mile away without anyone. So. And he's muted.
Doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything important.
Okay.
He's wondering what nature is.
Try to find that fucking squirrel. I'm gonna kill that bastard.
Squirrel.
Eat him for
Give
dinner.
him the stink eye.
Fucking squirrel.
Yeah, I'll go back and just relay what I saw to the group.
Well, that sounds like the place.
What place? What are you talking about?
I want to go to there. Omu? Where
Guys,
we've been
that
headed?
sounds a little bit like Steve's vision, I gotta say.
30-odd days.
Who?
Who is Steve?
Remember the guy we had who had that little demon always around that would help him all the time and never any of us and would always try to loot all the stuff and wouldn't give any of it to us? Remember that guy?
No, I don't.
Well,
I really don't.
that was...
This is the guy you're relying on to find you? The place in the jungle? You sure about that?
He told us about
find a way out
a
into
sunken city, and this seems
No,
like
we
the
didn't
place.
rely on him for anything. He just told us about stuff.
He sounds awesome.
Try traveling with him.
I think
He
there was
really
a lot
tied us
more
up
to
at the
Steve
end.
than he told us. But that said, this seems like the place where can we check the cube based on what we've heard?
Smart.
Ah, yes. Here it is. And I pull a cube out of the rubber Dr. Squeaks.
As you pull it out, it is glowing brightly.
Oh God!
Nothing out of the ordinary. Puts it back in.
We all saw it though.
No. Yeah, no, it's a glowing, everybody.
Let's just be tripping.
Glowing what color?
Oh shit! And I cast silence.
Glowing what color?
Blue.
Yeah, so it's glowing. What's it looking like there, Troy?
It's glowing blue. So
That
the
means-
glyphs.
Is blue good?
Yeah.
Is
Depends
blue
on your
found magic
perspective.
treasure?
That means he's within 25 miles. Is that right, or 10 miles?
Let's look. Hold on. Let me look at the info pack here because I have it. Beacon
He's in the
of
freaking
Azarac.
crater. Whatever. It's fine. We know he's down there, or she.
Blue within
I guess.
25 miles of one of his domains. Oh, one of his domains. The
Or
brightness
her
of the glow
domains.
increases as you draw closer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We believe.
So it is glowing
we
very,
we
very
support
brightly.
female liches as well.
It.
I don't.
So,
That's sexist.
hey Troy, I got
It's a lich!
I've got a question here, and
what's up?
I've been wondering about this with the beacon.
Mm-hmm.
It says it may grant visions to its bearer, but only once per charge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything else about a charge here in the description. What does that
Did you have to kill somebody or had to take a life? Isn't there something weird like that involved?
No, but it's the cube is recharged when its bearer kills a good or neutrally aligned entity. But like, okay, so is it currently charged? Can I tell that?
So you recall that in in the Waveako Cave where it was found that it gave the Steve a vision when it was picked up. So
did I technically kill Steve by dragging his carcass back through?
It does not appear that the cube recognized that as the kind of.
Is that because Steve was secretly evil and not good, or blind?
You do not know why the cube
Steve didn't give
count
a fuck about you guys.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. All right.
Prayed for your
And
death,
I think I heard that demon of his use some racist remarks towards you. So, you know,
he was super racist. It was a different time.
He hated the Dutch. It was really weird. He hated Dutch people. It was obscene. It was weird.
The Sandlot cast is not having against Dutch people.
No, we don't. That's why we're glad Steve's gone.
These zombies worse than the fucking Welsh.
Luke.
All right, let's get going. Back on track.
All right, so I think we can defer from this that the Lich is probably down in that crater somewhere. How do we want to approach this thing? What do we want to do here?
Swords out!
Jump over the waterfall?
Those statues seem ominous.
How do we even get down there? Anybody see a
how
ladder?
far are we from the statue? Like, so we're at the edge of a clearing. What's at the other edge of the clearing, and how far is it?
You're not quite at the edge of the clearing. You're probably 100 yards away from the edge of the clearing, but you're close enough that you can see that the light has filtered through the trees, so there's some sort of clearing. And then from there, from what Squawk saw, it's still a little ways to the cliff's edge. So you're a little ways away.
You guys
So
want to walk to the edge of the clearing?
Short of putting Recto in a barrel and throwing him down the waterfall, we're gonna have to get closer to find out a way.
I'll vote for that.
Like you guys can get to
being
the
the smallest
edge
guy.
or to the waterfall in under an hour.
Do
Well,
we
let's
want
head that way.
Let's head to the clearing and see what we see, right?
And what time of day is it?
It's mid-afternoon, right?
Brunch.
Is there any reason that we might want to wait till night when there's not as much light?
No, let's get an idea what's going on.
No.
I mean, it's beneficial
is
for us,
good.
but it also sucks for us. So I'm just saying, just a thought, just throwing it out there.
So you're guys heading to the edge due south of you, or are you going
Light
towards the
is our
waterfall?
friend.
If there's not a strong opinion, I guess I'll advocate for the waterfall.
Yeah, the waterfall there'll probably be safer passages down.
Wait. What do you mean the waterfall? We're going to jump over the waterfall?
No, he just asked what direction we want to head in. If we want to go to the edge nearest us to the south, or go to the waterfall.
Might I suggest we get to
down.
the edge of the clearing? So how far is it from the edge of the clearing to the edge of the crater?
Not far. It's pretty from what Squawk saw, there's not a big gap between the clearing and
Was that like 100 yards?
like less.
Okay. So do we want to maybe get to the edge of the clearing for us and stealth up to the edge of the cliff for the plateau and maybe look for an entrance in of some kind?
Sure, I like that plan.
Sure. Let's do it.
Stealth check.
Stealth check.
Stealth check.
Oof. Well, it's up to the DM, I guess, but
You guys were waiting forward.
That's fine. Yeah, stealth check. Okay.
Oh, little man this time.
And so, remind me, you guys are just going straight south to the
Yeah.
to the
We're
edge.
gonna go clockwise, I guess.
Okay.
Right?
So, you guys walk to the clearing, and as you look out the clearing, you see only maybe 10 to 20 feet of open ground in front of you before there's a sheer drop off into this vast city extending to the south. You see two enormous roads in parallel continuing on to the south. To the east, to your left, you see a part of the city that has been flooded and is sunken, and you can see that water is slowly flowing away from you, likely fed by a waterfall to your left that you can't really see right now. To your right, you can see a large crumbling amphitheater down in the city, which is about 100 feet below you. And then at the far end of this city, which is probably a mile long, you see there's a enormous hole in the ground within the city. So the city itself is sunken below you by about 100 feet, and then you can see that there's another hole in the ground. You can't see the bottom of it, but you can see that is where the red glow that Squawk was mentioning is coming from. Is this red glow is rising out of this hole in the ground at the southern end of this city.
Quick question about this city, and maybe you answered it. If you did, sorry. Tall buildings, crumbled buildings. Epavomu. Oh, there we go.
Cool. All right. And we are where?
Thanks.
You're at the far northern edge, like.
Okay.
Oh, that's the waterfall to the northeast there that you're speaking of.
Yeah, you're basically north middle.
Okay.
Okay, and this hole is where? In that circular part, or is that the amphitheater?
Oh,
It
looks like on the southwest there's some stairs.
The whole city is depressed, like in a hole, and then there's another hole inside of the city in the southeast, which is where there's lava.
You see where the red is, Hillers?
Okay.
That's water.
Yeah, but there's a plateau right in the middle of it.
And how high are these cliffs?
The cliffs that you're next to are about 100 feet.
Yeah, it's about 100 feet.
Okay, so we want to just jump into the water.
Do we see on the cliff face on the bluff there any way that looks like might be a way to get down there? I would think, if this was an ancient city that was down there, they must have had some way of getting down there.
So, okay.
Looks like there's only one way in.
In the cliff in front of you, you also see two statues to either side of you. One's about 20 feet away. One's about 80 feet. So one's about 20 feet to your left. One's about 80 feet to your right. Other than the statues, you don't see anything man-made. The cliff appears to have been naturally formed or perhaps formed by magic, but there's no staircase, no ladders, nothing like that.
Okay.
Are these statues identical?
They seem to be representing the same kind of creature, but they have different poses.
Every single one of them?
You can where you are, you can only see the two closest to you, but one is kind of hunched over, kind of resting in a Slav squat like pose, and the other is standing up with its arms at its side. And you do notice that both of them have some sort of wings on their back, folded up.
Squawk folds his wings like the statues.
Okay.
The going north to south, the big lines, is that like a dam or a bridge or a walkway? Like what are those? Do you know?
Can you ping me where you're talking about?
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm really zooming.
I actually didn't even know that we had the map blown up.
Cool.
Just happened.
I am super zoomed
Oh,
up.
I guess it is. You know what? Never mind. It is a like a bridge,
It's a raised street. Of
raised
some
wall,
sort.
yeah, or a wall of sorts.
So it looks like the waterfall itself isn't as far of a drop as the rest of the.
Yeah, but guys,
Cliff
take a look at the southwest there. There's some starey looking thing.
Yeah, but that's so close to the fire, and what was perceived to be like a lich tower.
It's almost like someone wants us to go down those steps.
Almost.
Oh, they were built for a reason. Maybe
Well,
they're
so-
OSHA compliant.
I'll just at that point. I mean, that is actually interesting. But I would still like to know how far the waterfall drops.
You can't see the waterfall from where you are right now.
How tall is the cliff that we're near?
100 feet.
It's about 100 feet.
So 2 ropes worth. We could just climb down.
Could. You want to do that?
If there's no objections, I'll just get started tying ropes together and then tying one to a tree, and go on down.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much? Can we tell how far that drop off is on the north side there, Troy?
100 feet.
It's 100 feet. I'm sorry, I missed that.
I'll get started tying these ropes as soon as I know how tall this cliff is.
Cliffs?
Wait, what?
100 feet.
Hey guys, it looks like there's a cliff right there.
Yeah. Don't you have a staff of spider climb? Can't we? Do we even need ropes?
I've only got 10 charges, guys, and
There's 9 of us.
yeah,
not even.
okay.
There's
That's
8
not
of
like
us.
a really good idea. But guys, I also want to submit that I have this really fun wand here that I haven't gotten to use yet. It's called the Wand of Wonder.
No.
Can we
Let's just go
point it at
ropes.
something once we get down?
Let's save all the stuff and just tie some ropes together and climb down the
Well,
rope.
so this recharges in the morning. I mean, what are we using? There's web or spider climb.
Because if you roll it wrong, these cliffs are going to be 5,000 feet tall.
Yeah.
Roll what wrong? It's a spell that gets out of the
Oh, this is
Spider
your chaos.
wand.
This is your chaos wand.
No, this is
No,
a spider wand. It gives you spider climb. That's
Let's
its
use
purpose.
that. That seems even
How many
safer than
people
ropes.
can you give that to?
All of us.
10 charges per day.
I will spider down myself. So
Oh,
I will fly down myself.
Yeah, so he can do it and have 7 left over.
but you'd only need to do 3.
I mean,
well, the
you do
3 for
use
us
this
and
a
3 for
lot.
the people with us if they're coming too.
Oh yeah, them. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have four charges left.
He does
We
use
can
this
do that.
wand a lot.
You haven't used 4 charges the entire time you've had that thing.
Well, it recharges at daybreak as well.
Yeah, and he'll get them back.
Yeah, you'll get them back.
Okay. I
Okay.
accept. Spider climbing.
All right. So I spider climb, Steve. I'm sorry, the other guy.
Before we go, how close are we to the
What am I
statues?
doing here?
Sorry, what was that?
How close are we to these statues before we go down?
You're
Is it
muted or something. Troy.
muted?
Sorry. The statues are about 100 feet apart from one another.
How
And how
how
far
close?
of a drop is it? How far of a drop is it?
In the closest one is
It's 50 from us. Are we like
so you've got
directly in
one
between?
So there's one about 20 feet away from you and one
Okay.
about 80 feet.
Can I walk up to the one 20 feet from us and just kind of inspect it to see if there's anything I recognize about it historically or religiously or anything?
Sure. So you go ahead and do a perception check. Actually, yeah, and let's go ahead and do a religion check with
Oh.
advantage.
I like perception better.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll factor that in. I'll give you the advantage on religion.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So these look like so as you get closer, you see that they are humanoid, but that in addition to the wings are kind of hiding a second set of arms. So they have 2 sets of arms and these short horns on top of their heads. They appear to be made out of they're stone statues, but you have seen these on sitting atop churches in some of the larger cities that you've visited during your travels, such as Neverwinter.
Any particular kind of churches that I know of?
Gorilla on churches.
You try to rack your memory, but you're not sure.
Yeah, that's fair with a 3. Okay.
They do look a little bit different. You can they don't look like they don't exactly match anything that you've seen before. So it's probably some sort of Chultan variation on this.
All right. That said, I'll head back to the group and assist in the rope climb or the spider climb any way I can.
Okay, so remind me again, how's this spider climb working?
So it's the spider staff, and it has 10 charges, and I can use as many
Orthodox
charges
girl.
as I like.
So you're casting this on everybody?
I'm casting. So 2 of the party members have decided that they are going to get down there on their own means. So that leaves 6 of us, and I will be using it on 6 of us.
Okay, and who's going down by their own means? Okay, Roland and
I'll be
who's
turning
the other
into a giant
Well,
spider.
Squawk's flying down. Squawk's not.
Squawk's flying down. Okay, and then the rest, including the guards, are climbing down.
Spider climbing.
With spider climb?
Correct.
Is everybody going at the same time, or
I'm going to watch Squawk make
I
his
would
way
like
down.
to go. I'd like to go first with Squawk. If Squawk is going to go, I'd like to go first.
Okay, and you're rolling. You're transforming into something. Is that?
I'd like to transform into a giant spider.
Okay,
Kind
and
of
then you're gonna
anchor off and kind of spider down, whether just lower myself or however I just.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I absolutely did not think we were going to get to Omu tonight.
No.
Or any time in the next, month.
This escalated quickly.
Troy must be tired of our nonsense.
Yeah. He's like, everything I try to plan for these guys takes 10 times longer than I think it will.
I'd be like, and you're
Just gonna
there.
get them there.
Even
God's
getting
sakes.
to Omu when I was just going to give them the path took an hour.
Yeah.
So, So are you just climbing over exactly where you guys are right now?
Yes.
Yeah, straight down.
So.
Yeah.
What are the other options? I mean, not sure what else we would choose considering where we are.
Yep. Give me a minute, please.
Now I'm rethinking that. answer
So-
I think I'd like to take the steps.
Where do we want to go once we're in the city?
Let's not worry about that quite yet. Let's get into the city.
Well, I'm worried about it, but I'll withhold from discussing it for the time being.
It sounds like getting into the city might be a little more treacherous than we might think.
Roll for initiative.
How about we roll for more beverages?
Bio?
You want to take a bio break? That'd be great. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I figure you probably need to set some stuff up or whatever.
He's got to roll 300 dice to figure out how much damage we take.
Yeah, you'll still be hearing dice when you come back.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Now, if you...
Hey, Roland, you're turning into a giant spider. Is that right? Is that a thing that you can do?
Yeah, I thought that was.
Yeah, he's done that before.
Oh, he has done that before. That's right. That was just in the old. He hasn't done it this campaign.
If he can't do it, he's got some explaining to do, because he's definitely done that. So, if you were an undead snake man, where would you be in this city?
Near the
or
water.
witches?
You'd be near the water.
Mike, you're muted.
You'd be near the water.
Oh yeah, they like water, huh? What about witches?
Witches, not necessarily. They don't really like water. Don't they melt in water or something? Isn't that
I don't
a
know
thing?
about that.
Gross stereotype.
I think I definitely want to check out what that thing inside the circular area is,
Yeah,
though.
that's
If that's a well that goes, if that's a well that goes down, that might save us some trip into lava.
Let's just get down the cliff. That's the.
Yeah, we will, but I mean, if we're on break, we can discuss amongst ourselves.
Are we on break right now?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
bio
we're
break.
taking a quick
Oh,
bio
my
break.
bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Why are you glowing red, Troy? Oh, okay. Is that just for atmosphere?
It is.
To represent the lava? The floor is lava! Somebody's going into the lava. Fly in there a few times, Squawk. You fly, it hurts. It's lava. I try to fly again.
Every time. That was pretty remarkable, actually.
Did you post it on your DM forum?
I did not. I should have.
Any interesting deaths on that one?
You know, I haven't checked it in a while.
Oh, by the way, remember last time how I told you your item thing?
Yeah.
Has caught on. There's some questioning of it now because people were making their own D100 tables of effects. And
Okay.
somebody total party killed their entire party by accidentally doing a fireball. Well, they were just trying to cook a meal. The stove blew up, and it was like a 1 out of 100 chance they did a fireball, and they exploded the entire party, and they all died. And they were like, "What?" It's like they weren't even doing anything. They weren't in danger. They were just like making breakfast, and everybody died. They were so. I understand they were so mad. They were just. I think they might have just retconned it, been like, okay, that didn't happen, because it's like no one was really prepared to like start a module over it because of a misfired brunch.
Yeah.
You know? But
Yeah. So you guys should totally use the Wand of Wonder a bunch.
We should.
we definitely will. We just haven't found anything to point it at yet.
Yeah,
It's the new canteen.
It's definitely not going to just TPK the lot of you.
Hey,
If that's how we go down, man, then that's how we go down. That's very Flames of Tressendar.
it's got a lot of fun uses. Did you guys?
That is
even
on
read it?
brand.
You guys even? I mean, come on, man.
It's crazy.
Cast slow, fairy fire, stunned, gust of wind, detect thoughts.
Can you imagine if we were all
where's the
trying to
big
stealth
range?
and you fairy fired the lot of us?
No.
Would be
like-
hilarious.
26 to 30, you cast Stinking Cloud. Okay, that's fine. 31 through 33, heavy rain falls in a 60-foot radius centered on the target, and the area becomes lightly obscured. The rain falls until the end of next turn.
Wow, that's song puns waiting to happen right there, man. Blame it on the rain. November rain. So many.
Here's a fun one. 59 through 62. So, 3% chance. Grass grows on the ground in a 60-foot radius around the target. If the grass is already there, it grows 10 times its normal size and remains overgrown for 1 minute.
You're a forest spirit. More so than Andy, anyway. There's double ones.
Oh, here's a fun 2% chancer. An object of the GM's choice disappears into the ethereal plane. The object must be neither worn nor carried within 120 feet of the target, and no larger than 10 feet in any dimension.
That's just pranking right there. Pull somebody's chair out from under.
Yeah, dude. Don't read them all now. These will be fun live.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So, all right. I've already read through them a couple times. I think they're hilarious. There's also a 9% chance of a fireball, which is pretty good, actually.
That's not bad.
Well, if you pointed away from us.
You ever have the Funky Buddha
Funky
hop gun?
Buddha?
Hop gun? Yeah, or hop gun, or Funky Buddha Brewery hop gun IPA.
Yep. Funky Buddha is down in Florida.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good. The actual brewery has way better stuff than what they can, unfortunately.
Sure. Most of them do.
Which I don't know. I don't get that. Like, why aren't you canning your best stuff, or why aren't you bottling your best stuff?
You can your most mainstream stuff, the stuff that most people are gonna like, right? Like your general public stuff.
Yeah, but like, there's a couple, like with Funky Buddha, like that one's okay. Like that's a pretty decent beer, but like their other stuff is like way better. And the only thing I can think of is that it's a cost thing. Like maybe that other beer costs like 3 times as much to produce, and so they only leave that in like limited special order releases.
Yeah. You can charge more. You can charge more at the brewery.
We are ready. So,
shit.
Roland and Nick,
The music changed. That's never good.
As you go across the precipice of the cliff and start to head down the 100-foot tall cliff, you can hear this cracking. As you look to see to your left, you see the enormous statue come to life as it kind of stretches and lets out a huge roar, and its wings expand out, and it raises off of the pedestal and starts to fly towards you. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative, everybody.
Whoa, it sucks to be those guys. I stay in the jungle on the top of the cliff.
Yikes. We can't click on our stuff.
Oh yeah, because
Oh, look at that turn order.
Oh,
Oh dear.
The gargoyle.
Oh dear. What the fuck? Oh. I was like, what is that giant tick? And then it's just rolling.
Do I have to reroll?
No, I'll put you back in. Just go ahead and re-roll, and then I'll adjust you back to your 24. Okay.
Why didn't I go? I clicked on my guy.
It says Jason. Oh,
you got an 8.
Nice, there you go. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. You click on your guy and then you do it, right? Oh, I didn't fully.
No, we got an 8 for you.
I got it. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it properly. There I am. You can fix me back to 8.
You click your guy. You click initiative. That's really all there is to it.
I thought I did.
It's the first week we've been having to do this. So.
It's been a while. Now, how tall is this cliff?
Which way does it open?
Which way does the cliff open? How far down till I get to my friend the giant tick?
What are the odds we're only fighting one thing? And why? And
why
do you think?
Zero!
And why do you think Recto was placed the furthest from this one thing we're fighting?
Because he's a wuss and doesn't want to engage in combat, so he runs away from her.
Giant tick.
All right.
The light. Somebody turn the lights on.
What is the?
I repeat, the lights are on.
All right, so Squawk, it's your turn.
I want to look at the other statues and see if they're moving.
Okay, so there's only one that's really easily seen from here. Go ahead and do a investigation check. I'm gonna say with disadvantage from this distance. You're not sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right.
Let's hope the attack rolls are good, boys.
Yep. I mean, the only thing I can do is viciously mock it.
Oh, God.
That'll work. It's sure to die.
nice.
All right.
Hey, Troy, what's that 100 feet mean?
All right.
Go flames, go!
As you viciously mock the gargoyle, it doesn't seem to notice you. I'm sorry. That was your investigation check. Okay, right.Hold on. Okay.
It doesn't get jokes.
He needs to make a wisdom.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw, and then DC of.
It speaks ancient Omuan.
So he
doesn't know what you're talking about.
He loses that, so he's going to take 7 damage.
Yep.
How do you mock it, man? What do you say?
Yeah, how do you mock that thing? What
how do you mock this giant bat wing gargoyle?
I say, hey guys, look at this bird kill something with 1 stone.
Okay.
It was a bad joke, but whatever.
That's why he took 7 damage.
They can't all be winners, you know. That's fine.
They all can't be. How do you measure a snake?
Right.
That was really good. All right.
That's the pinnacle.
It's the Squawk highlight that will never be topped.
Okay, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
That's also great.
I would have made fun of the fact that he doesn't have any genitals, but it's just me.
Why are you doing his genitals?
Well, I'm not. Because he doesn't have any.
So, Jason, you notice the young guard next to you, who you've learned his name is Go. He sees this creature come to life, and he kind of wigs out.
Yeah, and he goes, well.
What? What's that? What is that? What do we do?
And I tell him, get him!
So you see Go. He slowly kind of looks at you. He's just not sure, and he draws the spear that he carries and starts
like, get him.
Starts to slowly walk towards the creature, and he goes, "Oh God! Oh God!" And he
bye, Richard.
And there goes the first one.
Red shirt, we hardly knew you.
Yeah.
Oh, we just learned his name too.
Oh no.
He jams the spear towards the gargoyle, who turns around and hits the spear with his wing and cracks the spear in half.
That's fine. You're doing fine.
All right, that
Good
was
work,
Go's
Joe.
turn. So the gargoyle turns to him and opens his maw, and you can see these enormous stone teeth. He goes, ah! And he's going to have disadvantage on this attack as he goes down to bite towards Go's head.
Matter.
Sure will.
It'll be fine. Good lord!
Okay.
I think that hits.
Wasn't one of us. That's what they're there for.
This got
All right.
fucking plus 7. Oh, no, 17. Oh no.
So he bites
Plus
down into
8.
Go's head.
It's a +8.
Plus,
And you can-
plus 17 to hit.
and you
Plus
can
8.
and you can hear the sick crunch as he pulls off, and Go's head is gone, and you can see it, the blood just dripping off of the stone jaws of this gargoyle, who his wings start to flap as he rises up and flies over and goes towards this giant spider. And he's actually right about here. And he takes his claws and with with 2 of those claws scrapes down towards the spider.
Jesus.
Ouch. That's a
Let
crit.
me go
That's a
ahead and.
It wasn't disadvantage
Why
this
isn't-
whole turn, right? It was just the first attack.
Only the first attack. So roll 2d6.
Good knowing you're rolling.
Actually, so that's a good one. So 8 plus 4, so 12 points of damage on that attack.
All right,
Let me see if I can turn on auto roll damage.
I don't have a card for the spider. Sorry.
I've got him here. You should be able to actually just click on him and change his health right there.
No, I don't have access to him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can click on everybody else.
Are you
I
in
can
the
tell you
giant
this-
spider character sheet?
Okay, I mean, I can keep it. I can keep it note.
I've got him right here. So he has 26 health minus 12, so he has 14 health left.
Just 26.
I'm surprised you guys can't see him. I thought I've got everything turned on, so that you
I can see the health bar now.
You can?
Yeah, halfway down.
Oh, I can see
Okay.
the health bar, but I can't see numbers or anything like that. I can just see that.
Oh,
he
weird.
looks like about halfway.
Okay. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, no
Just,
number
yeah,
bar.
he said he's down to 14. He took 12.
Yep, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
And then he swings with Okay, wait. Are you doing something here, Nick?
I was just showing. Nope.
Okay. And so the gargoyle swings with another claw. Missing. Swings with another claw.
Jeez.
Whoa!
Hits
think
for
that
7
hits.
damage.
Down to 7.
Better haul ass down that cliffside.
Fuck.
And then swings with the last of his arms.
Fucking gorillon gods.
I'm back to human.
Uh-oh! How far down the cliff was he?
He was right at the top of the cliff.
Oh no! Ah! Shit!
So we will deal with that when we get to your turn.
Shit! I don't need spider climb. God. Oh man.
Well, he's got more casts of spider climb. I'm just saying.
Okay. So Turna, the female guard, turns and sees the thing, and she says, "Go! No!" And she pulls out her bow, and
I'll tell her. I didn't believe in that guy, but you.
You're the warrior we needed.
Yeah, you. You're the one that's
Uh,
gonna bring this thing down.
the
I
arrow
can tell.
flies to the air and strikes the gargoyle right on the head, and dink,
Oh
flies
boy.
right off.
Who has magic damage? Because I think that's what it's gonna take. Yeah. Time to wand it.
Guys, I'm starting to think that
Time to
the
turn it
Wand
blue.
of Wonder might come.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
All right, Jason.
All right. I would let's see. 25, 30. All right. I'd like to run to the cliff side there.
Okay, where are you going?
Just
You
right.
ping?
Oh, sorry. Got to use the pointer.
Here, let me move this line so that it's in a more reasonable place. Here.
All right.
That's right. Question about that line. That's the cliff edge. So
That's the cliff edge,
presumably,
that's
from
right.
where I'm standing, I can't see Roland, Squawk, or the gargoyle. Correct?
From where you're standing, you can see parts of the gargoyle, but they're obscured. I would say Roland is completely obscured to you. Squawk, how far below the cliff's edge are you? I mean, you wouldn't be far.
Yeah, by this point, no. I think that when I saw it come up, I would have fled up above the cliff. Like I'm on that plane. I'm on that
Yeah.
Okay. So what can I see about Roland's situation here? Is he clinging to the edge like Wesley in the Cliffs of Insanity, or is he like falling?
So at this point, you see him mid transformation as he's shifting back away from the spider into his human form and flailing a bit. But he hasn't started. He's not yet falling or
is he
or
within
holding onto something.
Is he within reach of me? Or is he further down the cliffside?
He's not within reach of you from where you are right now. But if you got closer to him,
right, that's what I'm asking.
He would be within reach then.
Okay, well then I would like to dash over there then.
Okay, so you're dashing?
And try to help him up.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage here.
Okay.
Shit, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm clicking on things. Pay no attention to that.
Okay, that's good enough. So you reach down as you grab towards one of this spider's long, hairy leg as it transforms into Roland's arm. You grasp it, and he swings and bam, bashes against the side of the cliff. But you're able to hold him in place until he is able to grab on to the cliffside.
All right. That ends my turn, I guess.
Nice. Well done.
Okay.
Good
well
turn.
done.
Recto.
I'm gonna run to yeah. Can I just move myself?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move to here. I'm gonna sunbolt the shit out of this thing. So is this thing on my same level, or is it lower than me, higher than me?
It's about on your same level. So this thing's pretty big, actually. It's easily a 10+ foot tall statue, and it's flying there. It's a little bit below the cliff's edge, a little bit above it. You can. He's more or less on your same plane.
I'm gonna kind of open my hands, and just fire a sunbolt.
Iron Man it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So, that hits him.
And I'm just gonna
see
keep
some of the stone kind of fleck off as it drills a little hole into him.
I'm just gonna keep firing away at him. I'm gonna hit him with another one if I can. Fire another one at least at him.
Is there more stone under the stone that chipped off?
There is more stone.
Okay.
All right, and this one though, he sees you and he kind of dodges out of the way as he flaps away, and your sunburst goes right between kind of like a gap in his body.
I'm gonna spend a key point to fire 2 more at him.
Okay.
Nice, man. You can just blast those things, huh?
And so that does hit him.
As he's kind of diving around, and then last one. Well, those are really good rolls on damage, guys.
Nice.
Those are crit damage rolls every time. So
that's fucking great. Wow. Nice.
All right.
And
put some put some hurt on this thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Roland, So you're grasped onto the side of the cliff as you've transformed back into your human form. Jason narrowly grabbed you to support you, and you're able to grab onto some roots and some rock outcrops to hold yourself there. You're just below the top of the cliff.
So I'd like to give him a good nod for thanks for catching me there and grabbing the right leg that didn't disappear. And scurry and try to pull myself up as much as I can to get up next to him. Whatever.
Okay. So you can spend about half of your movement to get onto the top of the cliff.
All right.
So you got about 15 feet of movement left.
I'm gonna take a quick step behind Jason.
Okay.
Nice job, hero. Crap.
And I'm gonna I want to cast that. I'm gonna hold. I don't have any range, so I really can't do anything against him. So I'm going to come here, and then if he gets into any kind of melee range, I'll set a reaction. I'd like to be able to transform behind Jason here.
Into what?
Something big.
Okay. That's fine. Zigmundo.
Yay.
It's time!
I'm going to cast one of my new spells here, which is called Melf's Minute Meteors.
Okay.
The new hotness.
I don't know why that went.
I'm pretty sure that's not what we called it, Andrew.
Oh yes.
Is it Milfs?
Nick and I had a discussion. They are Zigmundo's a spicy meatballs. All right, let me copy paste this because clicking on it didn't do what I wanted.
Bless you.
So this is the first time I've gone off of core rule set. So my one material that is not in the core rules is going to be my secondary material is the Elemental Evil Player's Companion. So that's a new introduction for me, and one of them is this fancy little spell here.
This is when wizards start to become fucking awesome.
Right, so unfortunately that takes my entire action for this turn.
That's not
But you can use two of them. You can use two of them on this one.
Are you sure? Is that how you're interpreting that? Because I wasn't sure that...
Well, it says, and as a bonus action on... Well, no, when you cast the spell, you can expend one or two of the meteors. So as part of casting this, two of them go...
Well, it
oh
says,
my god, so you can do up to 2 every turn.
Well, no. Yeah, I only have 6.
Yeah.
So, but what it says is a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter.
So let's take that... I know, but let's take that clause out of it. It says when you cast a spell, you can expend one or two of the meteors. When you cast a spell, which is this turn.
Okay, I mean, if that's how you want to play that, that's fine with me.
If he says you can shoot a meteor, you say yes.
Yeah. So
is each meteor 2d6?
Yeah,
If
correct.
it hits.
Fuck yeah.
It looks like it does hit.
Fuck
They
yeah.
just it's a dex roll.
Yeah.
Fuck
Right.
yeah.
So the first one...
So if that's what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna throw.
So you already did one of them. So go ahead and go. I assume you're gonna shoot two of the meteors.
Yeah. So correct. I already did click that. So let me click another one, and there's the second one.
Okay. So he's gonna try to do his dex saves, and let's see. This is for the first one. Does not make it.
Oh.
Second one.
These rolls.
So he's gonna take 18 damage.
Dex is not his thing, apparently.
Not so much.
No bonus on Dex, boys.
Okay. All right. So these meteors kind of start to orbit around you. These spicy meatballs.
The spicy meatballs.
And then you go, woo, and two of them go, and then go bam, bam, and hit him both in the chest. And he starts to fall a little bit, and his wings kind of pick him back up.
And I would like to exclaim, just like a mama used to make.
All right.
So just to be clear, the next time his turn comes around, he can cast 2 as a bonus action. Is that right?
That's right.
Because
for
they're orbiting
the next 2
around.
turns. Yeah, he's got 4
so
left.
he can cast
floating
another
around.
spell as his main action, and then this spell as a bonus.
As a
action.
bonus?
Right.
Whoa!
Really
Fuckers!
good.
Okay.
Fucking
Yes.
great!
Yeah, this was a good spell section to use as a secondary
Hell
source.
yeah,
material.
dude.
Yeah!
All right,
Wow.
that sounds my turn.
All right. So Brovek, the old grizzled guard with the scar down the side of his face, rushes forward, kind of stands between the gargoyle and Turna.
What is
and
he, a
kind of-
Minotaur? Oh, never mind. Sorry. Couldn't quite see his
He's a-
token very well.
Yeah. And he kind of quickly glances over at Go and shakes his head and just
What's left
pulls
of
a enormous crossbow off his back, takes aim, and shoots it at the gargoyle. And it just, by the time he just flies, it just flies wide and doesn't make an impact.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to. Is that the end of his turn?
That is the end of his turn. Yep.
Okay. I want to take a look to see about if there's any other gargoyles trying to make another check to see if the other statues have come to life.
Okay. I'll let you use your bonus action to make that check.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to use my bonus action
Okay.
to do that.
Okay.
I'd rather set that to use my bardic inspiration on someone. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to cast a spell. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my viola. I'm going to strum it. It's going to be a very epic strum.
Okay.
And I'm going to be targeting it. I'm going to be looking right at this guard as I do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I cast the spell on it.
Okay. What is this spell?
Oh, sorry.
You got
it's
it.
shatter?
I would, when you go to your spell sheet, Nick, check the box that says cast the text of the spell sheet.
Yeah, sorry. That is ability, instantaneous, partial. Oh, here it is. On. Try this again.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We'll
where's
use the
check
rolls
box?
from the first one, by the way.
we'll use the same one.
Yep.
It's made of stone,
Okay.
Well, if you want to use the second
is
one,
made of
that's
stone.
okay. But
Okay. It makes a saving throw, or it gets crushed.
Okay.
Nice. Whoa, cool. Disadvantage for stone things.
oh yeah.
All right. Okay. So he's got to make a
Good
what kind of
choice.
save?
Good
Constitution
choice,
save.
Awesome.
Okay. So of DC 11.
Ooh.
All right. So he's going to take half as much though, right? So he'll take seven
That's
damage.
okay, man. That's
Alright,
awesome.
no, he doesn't.
No, he takes
He takes
6
6.
in the first roll.
Oh, is it rolled at? Is it? Oh yeah. Yep. Thanks for being
And
honest,
then-
guys.
What I'm going to do is fly back into the part. I'm going to fly back behind our lines.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Nick, what level did you cast that spell at?
Doesn't.
It does
I cast it at 3rd level.
Well, then you should have rolled 4d8.
Or no, it's 3d8.
3d8 plus 1d8 for each level above second. So if you did it
Oh,
at
then I
third-
cast it at the 2nd level. Like at whatever level. Like I didn't power it up.
It would include it if you cast
When
it
you
at a higher
clicked it,
level.
it should have asked you what you wanted to cast it
Yeah.
at.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
so
no.
so you cast the spell and
Sorry,
you
just
see
checking.
a big chunk of his lower torso go and a big crack kind of goes up his torso, and he roars at you.
Okay. And I'm gonna fly back and to like here. I'll move myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to fly back behind the line.
Okay,
And I'm
go
actually
ahead.
gonna
You can
even
move.
land. I'm even gonna land.
You're gonna land. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me actually clear out your height here. Okay.
And I'm going to set my bonus action to give Jason a bardic inspiration.
Cool. Thank you. I feel inspired.
All right.
I don't like the drum roll that's happening in the background music right now.
It's like a death
so the gargoyle kind of turns and scowls at Squawk, watching him as he flies over there. He flies up and over Jason and Roland, landing here.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Makes sense.
Okay. And he tries to bite with his big mandibles towards Squawk.
Ouch.
That hits.
And then with two of his arms, scrapes down towards Squawk. And he kind of does this. Is like this with all of his arms. With two of his arms going at Squawk, two going... You can't see me? Or am I just a black square?
I can see him.
I see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see Mike. I can
just
see everyone else.
Just reload your page, maybe.
No, I will.
Oh, no.
Takes forever.
Mike.
Yeah. So with two of his arms swiping at, with his claws at Squawk, two of them going at Zygmundo. So these first two are going to be at Squawk.
Oh, that +8 to hit is savage.
It's kind of what we have, though, too. So
a total of 28 damage to Squawk, including the bite. And then 2 claw attacks at Zygmundo here.
Miss. These fucking rolls.
Oh, he got them both right above my AC.
So 17 damage to Zygmundo. All right. And
I should not have clicked reconnect. Now I can't see anybody.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you're blacked out now.
Can't see you either.
So as he makes those attacks, you also hear a roar to your west.
Awesome.
Fuck.
Guys, we came here too early.
No, we didn't. We're fine.
Okay. Now it's Turna's time. And she yells out, she drops her bow and pulls out a small sword as she rushes towards the gargoyle, yelling, "This is for go!" And
she's gone.
It's go time!
Oh.
And she sends the sword right into the middle of the gargoyle's chest. And you see the sword, the metal of the sword just shatter as it breaks in half.
She done.
Mm.
I'm gonna try to see if I fix this. So sorry.
Okay, it's Jason's turn.
There we go. It does.
No, that's no good. All right, I'll seeing what happened to every martial weapon that's been applied to it thus far. I'll just sort of run up to it, try to get its attention. Say, "Come here, you brittle statuette!" And then try to basically, my intent is to get it on the ground. I guess, to break a knee.
Oh, you want to grapple it? Or
yeah, that's what I'll see.
Take it down.
Yeah, I want to grapple it.
Okay,
we'll
do an opposing.
Hold its arms.
So we're gonna do an opposing strength check here. So you go ahead and make a strength check, and then the gargoyle will make a strength check.
And I have advantage.
You have inspiration, so you can reroll.
Because of the bardic inspiration. Okay, no, it's a reroll. Okay.
Bardic inspiration is it gives you
adds,
plus.
Yeah.
You can add it to the dice.
Okay, well then I would like to.
Okay, go ahead and roll the inspiration die.
How much is that? Sorry.
Nick?
D6?
D6.
D4? D6?
Great.
Oh.
Okay, so 16. It works, though.
No,
Nice.
Whatever.
Won't
Jason's
matter.
fight.
able to grab onto it and pull down, and you're not able to get all of its arms, but you're able to get enough of it that it's using its other arms to try and pull you away from it. So it's pretty entangled with you at the moment.
Okay. That ends my turn.
So is he prone now?
No. Grappled really means that he can't move out of the square that he's on. So he can't, like, for instance, fly away right now.
Awesome.
Does it limit his opportunity attacks in any way?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
Okay, Recto.
Okay. So he's down. He's ground level now.
Right? He is. He's standing up, and he's kind of entangled with Jason.
So then, as my bonus action, I'd like to activate the Shaznabaz's fist.
All right.
Scale, whatever.
Here come the punches.
And where the hell? I've got to click somewhere. Whatever gives me +2 to all my shit and activates all the cool things I can do. But anyway,
yep.
And then I'm gonna run up to him
and shake his hand.
I said it though, so I did it.
That's in his which hand is uncertain.
Just show him your fist.
So as I do that, I'm gonna.
You ever seen one of these?
As I run up to him, I'm gonna kind of front handspring, and kick him right in the face as I'm running up. And
all right.
I'm gonna do it with that. Now the second radiant one is only if he's undead.
He's not.
Okay.
Okay, that hits him.
And then as that finishes, I'm gonna wind up and wail on him with the second punch from just kind of a roundhouse, an overhand or whatever, and wail on him with the second one there.
+9 to hit.
Silly.
And then shit. And then I'm stuck here, so that's all I can do. Wait.
We're waiting.
Does he get he does get opportunity attacks still, right? We decided that.
I don't know of anything to prevent him from.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right, yeah. So here I am. I'm here now, and
this is me now.
This is me now. Hit me, bitch.
Fine. Okay.
And I'm done.
All right, rolling.
All right. So I'm gonna step up kind of behind him.
Now hit him for 50 fucking points of damage. Christ.
And I'm going to ignite my flame blade.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Going all Beric Dondarrion on this shit.
It's great when Troy gets excited about it.
So let me just double check this is all still the same. 3d6 fire.
The target is your free hand.
Okay,
he just makes a fucking sword made of fire. He just makes it. It just happens.
Okay.
That's awesome. Is that magical?
Yes. And from now on, just for what it's worth, because level, I don't think this will matter, and I'll try to remind you, since level 5 and on, now all my melee attacks count for magical damage.
Nice. Okay.
Instead. So
really?
I'll try to remind
wow.
I'll try to remind you as we go through.
Well, that happens at level 6 for a
this
lot
is
of
obviously
classes.
magical,
Yeah.
but
not me.
But like even my animal attacks and everything are all magical.
So unfortunately, your swing misses here.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you done, or
that's
we don't all have +9 to hit.
all right, Zygmundo?
Oh, dude, I should have maneuvered attacked. Sorry.
You okay there? All right.
I could have helped you.
Should not have reconnected. I cannot see anybody now.
Yeah, I can't see you either. Don't worry.
I can't see you, but I'm fine with it.
That's fair.
I'm gonna Wand of Wonder him.
Oh.
Yes! Oh god, what if it's a fireball? I'm gonna get cooked.
Oh my god, we're all gonna die if it's a fireball.
All right, roll the D100 in chat, and then let's look and see what it does.
Oh no.
This is fun because I had to.
Oh, it's not fun! Oh, I don't like it. What's a 66?
So hold on, I gotta bring it up. What the
Oh
hell
no!
The Wonder. Here.
I'm reloading Roll20 because I'm an idiot.
60. You shrink yourself as if you'd cast enlarge or reduce on yourself.
What?
So I shrink. I accidentally shrink myself. So does that mean that like I can run away because he doesn't have opportunity because I'm too small?
Your meteors are the same size, though, aren't they?
Probably.
You should have done that first.
He can do it as a bonus action.
I'll give him. So how small are you now?
So it says shrink. Hold on. So I rolled 66.
You're halved.
Shrink yourself.
I'll paste it.
Oh, did you just grab it?
Yeah.
I will give you. I'll give him disadvantage on an opportunity attack against you if you're small.
Have dimensions weight reduced by 1/8. Reduction decreases the size category from medium to small. So yeah, I'm like a.
You're like a
hobbit
halfling.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you. I'll give him disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you.
Okay.
You shrank yourself. Nice job.
Hooray! Cool. Right. Secondary action. I'm gonna expend the 2 more meteors.
Yep. Okay.
So let me.
last.
What's that?
You just missed some bad puns. It's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, and then what kind of save does he make?
He makes
Dex?
a.
Was it Dex?
I think it's a dexterity save.
That's got to be a disadvantage, right? I've got him stuck there.
Grappling might actually.
It might.
So it's a dexterity save. Yeah.
Okay, just a second.
Yeah. Well, no.
The speed is 0.
Yeah. So dexterity must be 0 as well. Consequently.
No, that's not how that works.
I thought there might have been.
Worth a shot.
No, so he has a normal dex save here.
Okay.
So this is number 1, which I think fails. Number 2 definitely fails. So he takes 17 points of damage here.
Yeah, he does.
All right.
Suck it, you porny, ugly-faced bastard.
I don't think I want to risk the running away portion of this. So
don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna end my turn right here.
Every single one of us is in melee range of this thing.
All right.
We're playing roulette right now.
So Brovek kind of backs away a bit here and lines up, shoots with another crossbow bolt.
The bolts, they do nothing.
And
they're gonna continue to do nothing.
Can't quite get in there, like can't see you guys, so like doesn't want to hit you guys, and the bolt goes into the ground.
He takes an arrow in the knee.
Nice shot.
So before we get to Squawk's jaw, though.
Nice.
That's what we needed. This is fine.
I got
All right, yeah. Another gargoyle is flying across. He's about 20 feet up at the moment.
I got him. You guys get this one. I got the other one.
In a 10-day. I mean, I know it's a calendar. But what day would you say this is?
Let's say it's the 7th. That's the 7th day of the 10-day.
Okay, but what day of the week would that be? Like roughly, like would you say like Thursday, Friday?
Hold on.
Day doesn't feel like
Tuesday. I mean, there's no such thing. Like, what you trying to make
we
up
need
a
to
day?
invent. We invent 3 other days.
Singwin's Day. It's like
Borg's Day.
Yeah.
It's very important for what I'm about to do.
Flips Day.
It's like
How?
It's
How
like
could it be
it's like a Thursday.
It's like a Thursday? Cool. Because then I'm going to look at Zygmundo and say, Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. And I'm going to cast a spell on him.
Okay.
On Zygmundo?
Yep. This is my bonus action.
You should call him a 40-degree day, man.
I put a spell on you.
I don't have to do that. I can just do this.
Because you're mine.
Okay. You healed him for 5.
Yep. Because that's like the cure.
That's yeah. I get it.
And after doing that, I'm going to look
He did it, but he didn't laugh.
I thought it was funny. I'm once again going to pull up my violin. I'm going to once again pull up my viola and strum it really hard at this newly approaching gargoyle.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a level 2. Because I want to be able to make sure to keep one last spell available.
Okay, Constitution save. Let's see.
Ah. Damn.
So he's going to take 9 damage.
19 and 18.
Yep. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That's all I can do.
All right. So this new gargoyle flies in straight over here to you. He bites towards Brovek.
That's fine. This is fine.
Hits him.
Does it?
Sorry.
Slashes
oh my
with
God, he's so dead.
Slashes with 1 arm at Brovek and then 3 arms towards Squawk. This is for Brovek. The miss. This is for Squawk.
Did the bite hit?
The bite did hit. Brovek, yes. For 12 damage. So Squawk, that's 10 points of damage to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. This one doesn't count because that's a bite. I meant to do a claw. So let me re-roll this for claw.
Oh, he crits. That misses.
Miss. Oof.
Okay, and then he's got 1 more back at Squawk. Oof. 16.
26.
For 16?
It's a dead bird, man.
Yep, 16. You still up?
Yep, I'm still up.
Okay. All right. So the other gargoyle, he is going to bite Jason.
That's who we want him to bite, to be honest.
Okay, so you take 12 damage, Jason.
I will use my reaction.
Okay.
To up my AC. So that he
Okay.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. This is part of having a finesse weapon.
Yep.
Can you?
So I sort of get it in between. His
can you
mouth.
Explain
and
to
myself.
us what mechanic that is that allows you to do that?
I believe I can post it. Let me try that.
Oh, I can't post it. You just have to believe me.
There you go.
So there it is. My proficiency bonus is 3, so that would put my AC at 21.
Yep. All right.
Nice.
Okay. So now he's going to do a, like, all of his arms kind of, as he kind of is still entangled with Jason. He's going to flip out and, like, all of his arms just kind of go out, and he's going to hit 1 at Zygmundo, 1 at Turna, 1 at Roland, 1 at Recto. So let's go ahead and start with Turna. Hits her for 9. Let's go with Recto now.
So
That's a
wait.
miss.
So wait. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Never mind.
Roland. Hits you for 7. And then Zygmundo. I think that's a miss.
Is that 12 is the AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Actually, it says your AC is 12 right here.
I have a +1 thanks to the glass staff of defense.
Got it. Okay.
Nice.
You might want to incorporate that into your character sheet there.
I do. I actually have a temp AC counter right underneath my other counters.
Okay.
Fucking
I mean,
it doesn't show up in the bubbles here.
That's represent it in a different manner. That's fine. But
yeah, we can. Yeah, there's probably a better way to do that. We can talk about it offline though.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. So that is it for his turn. So Turna, whose sword has shattered, she starts to back away to pull out her bow. She is going to take an opportunity attack from the gargoyle. But she is able to roll out of the way as he swipes through the air. All right. And she's going to shoot the bow.
Surprisingly.
And it goes wide.
They've killed the guy. These are the best he has to offer, by the way.
All right, Jason. So you are currently still grappling him. I'm going to say that that's going to use your action if you want to continue that.
Well, what I would like to do, and you can tell me how you want to treat this, is drag him over to the cliff and try to like throw him over it.
He has wings.
Yeah, but it's it'll get all you guys out of attack range of it, and
okay,
and maybe he'll fall for a while before he's back in the fight. So is that an action to do that? Because I want to release him after.
Yeah. I would say that can be part of your that can be your action here. Okay. And so we'll just do an opposed strength roll here. It's half of your movement to the cliff edge, so I would say you can do this in one turn. Okay. So we'll go ahead and you do a strength check. He'll do a strength check, and then we'll see. Oh, that's a good one.
I'm pretty strong.
You need to suplex him off.
I'm not bragging, but I'm pretty strong. He critted it, couldn't beat me.
Yep, that's pretty impressive. All right, so you drag him. You drag him across, guys. And you toss him over.
Hashtag Jason things. All right. And that was half my movement. So do I have the remaining?
No, I would say that uses your movement and your action.
Shit. Okay.
I meant it's half your movement away.
And I would like to. Is he still within melee range of me?
Yes, yeah, he's falling at the moment, but he's still.
Well, then I'd like to just sort of.
You just released him, right? He hasn't done anything.
Yeah, so I'd like to just sort of kick him over, you know. Yep. But as I do the kick, that is actually a maneuvering attack, right? Okay. I'd like to use the kick as the maneuvering attack to let Squawk move without getting an opportunity attack against him. Up to half.
I don't want to play a teacher, but are you allowed to do that as your bonus action that you're using?
I can expend a superiority die.
Can you do that if you haven't made a melee attack?
No. I don't know. If the answer is no, then I'll use an action surge to do it.
I think normally for your superiority die, you have to have made an attack first before you can.
Okay, well then I'll use an action surge and do it. Do the kick maneuver attack as that.
Well, you can actually stab him.
Well, you get damage with that too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, maneuvering attack. It is.
Well, don't you want to actually make your attack though?
Yeah, I guess it'd be an unarmed strike, but I don't have that up.
No,
so, like,
no. It would be 2 extra attacks that you get on this thing. If you're using action surge, use your action surge. Get 2 attacks on it. And then one of them you can use a maneuvering attack on.
Right?
Oh, okay. So that what I posted will be for that, and then here's my action surge with longsword.
Is this your new longsword?
No, this is the existing one.
Okay. So it
rapier, right?
It hits onto the stone and ding, and you can feel it like shaking and vibrating up your arm, but it does not seem to damage him.
Doesn't do any damage. So I'll just kick
one more.
I'll do an unarmed strike as the bonus.
You can't do an unarmed strike.
Why the hell not? I've got a foot. I can kick something as well as the next guy.
It's 1d1 if you do.
Okay.
Why
One.
don't you?
So that I can trigger the
You still have to do the attack roll though.
of a 1d1.
Well, 1d20.
Well, that's the damage roll.
Then
Of an unarmed
the
attack?
damage is 1d6.
You need to do the attack, not the damage.
It's just a 1d20.
Oh, okay.
Because because you're not proficient, so there's no bonuses.
Got it. It's a 9. It misses.
You miss. Yeah.
But the maneuvering attack still applies, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does he take that damage from it or no? Probably not.
Yes, from the maneuvering attack he does.
Oh, okay, great. So, Squawk, you can go up to half your movement away.
Because and by the way, it says here
welcome.
when you hit, hey, really important here, healers.
Yeah.
It says look at the maneuvering attack when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, and you did hit.
I did. Yeah.
You did. It didn't do any damage, but you did hit.
But it connected for 0 damage. Man, that was some vicious rules lawyering just to let Squawk get away from that thing. I had to fight so many challenges.
I mean, I also don't want to keep playing rules lawyer, but you didn't.
I did hit it.
Right, but you earlier were using your finesse weapon.
No, I never did use my finesse weapon.
Well, then you never could have used your finesse weapon to use your defensive stance.
Oh no, I used it. I used it for defense.
No, that's not true because he's holding a finesse
reaction.
weapon. No,
as a reaction, I can use it. So
why
I never.
Did you attack it with? Why'd you do an unarmed attack instead of attacking it with your rape?
He's afraid it's going to break the
weapons
rape.
Because he attacked with one and it did nothing.
It.
Why would he swing the other one at it?
Because it's a magical weapon.
Because I didn't want to fly into a pit of snakes 5 times.
It's not magical at all. It's a fucking sword. What are you talking about?
I thought his sword was magical.
No, it's not. It's just made of bone. It's just awesome. It's not magic.
Okay.
Just bitching. Got the magic of bitchiness. I don't think that applies. I wish. Yeah. I wish.
Quit trying to take damage away from us, Nick. We need the damage.
I'm doing everything I can here. It's just not much. Anyway.
Okay. All right. That's it for your turn, I imagine?
Yeah, I literally used everything.
All right. Recto.
All right. So where is this gargoyle near Jason? Where is he right now, height-wise?
He is. He's just starting to fall. He's within reach of somebody standing by the cliff edge.
I'm going to run at him, and I'm going to jump onto him and grab him.
Grab his wings?
Okay.
And basically,
bold choice.
I'm basically going to jump and just kind of like grab him and try to...
Ride him straight to hell!
Ride him down as far as I can and beat the shit out of him while we're going down.
Wow.
Okay.
That is very Gandalf of you.
All right, so we are going to. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to do an acrobatics check.
Oh, God, this is one hell of a ballsy approach. Oh wait, you've got like falling damage mitigation.
Right? What does that do?
That's good enough. So you land on him.
Good Lord.
And you are, he's not grappled. You can try to grab him if you want, but you are standing on him.
I want to be engaged with him. And I want to beat the shit out of him in the middle of the air where I've got him. Like, I want to kind of grab him with one hand and just start wailing on him with the other hand is kind of the deal, right? Like,
okay.
So, so as we're grappled in the air, I'm going to start wailing on him with my magical fist. And, yeah. There's a 1 that I rolled, which is great.
Dude, this is feast or famine tonight. All the
and so
the crits in
my second attack
been fucking crazy.
is gonna be that.
That does hit him for 11 damage.
If you can't hit something with a +9, that's your own fault.
I know. What do you want me to do?
A 10, and it's Christ.
Feast or famine tonight.
It is.
And so we're how high up right now?
You're above where? So you're about 5 feet below the cliff edge. You're about 5 feet below the cliff edge.
So we're 95
which is
feet
about
up?
90 above the city floor. Yeah.
So as we're grappled, well, I don't know that we are.
You're not grappled. You're like standing on. You're like just leaned on him.
I am leaned on him. I would like, as my bonus action, to take the Oh, not that. No, sorry. I didn't mean to click that. I'm sorry.
Disengage into the air.
I'm going to take the patient defense action as I'm on him.
Okay.
And just my goal is to just keep him engaged, keep him focused on me as he's out in the middle of nowhere. Like, hey, fucking hit me, let's do this. And that's where I'm gonna leave off with my turn.
Okay. All right.
So
Rolling.
now I'm down to 3 key points, by the way. So.
Oh no. You won't need it. You're gonna fall to your death.
It's possible. It's 100 fucking feet.
Well, you've got spider climb still.
So I'm
no, you don't.
No, I don't.
Zygmundo got
But
hit.
I have fly.
He does have fly, yeah.
Whoa.
You fucking.
Whether I'm hit or not has no impact on whether he may.
Nah, spider climb is a concentration spell.
No, it's not. It's cast.
I don't
from
need
this-
spider climb. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's cast from the wand from the staff to him. It's not my concentration.
It's the wand's concentration.
Well, it's cast and it's
Got
there.
it. Got it.
And that's it.
Got it. That helps.
So I'd like to
Okay.
take my staff and slam it to the ground, utter some words, and I'd like to conjure up 2 giant eagles.
Eagle!
All right.
Klaatu,
For everybody.
Barata, Nikto. 2 eagles, so they're DR1s.
They are CR1s.
Okay. So let's say.
So I'd like to kind of cast. I'd like to just put them like to the south of both of them, or to the east of, to the east of both of them.
Like there.
I would like to conjure them next to the gargoyles. It doesn't really. I mean, I get a range with this, so I get 60 feet. So I don't know.
Okay. So you want like one next to each of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Man, we're busting out all the stops on this, and I gotta say, I love it. This is really cool.
Welcome to like pre early game D&D, man. This is great.
And I'm gonna move myself just a little bit south here, and I don't know when they get to attack, but yeah.
Actually, yeah, they will get their own initiative now. So they'll
Nice.
Okay. Cool. That's the end of my turn.
Oh, all the birds go in order.
go there.
I know it's midnight, but can we finish this? Would you guys mind finishing this fight or trying to?
I'm okay with that.
I'm down hanging
I mean, we
out
got another
for a while.
gargoyle going on. It's a little tricky.
Let's see how long it takes to maybe get rid of the first one, and then we'll
Yeah.
see where we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's at least finish this turn out. We got just Zygmundo here. So
But honestly,
Zygmundo,
if anybody needs to go, I'm fine. If anybody needs to get to bed, that's cool. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okie dokie. I'm going to go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a fireball at our newcomer here.
God, wizards are amazing.
I'm gonna target it for right there if you can see the clicking.
Okay. Yep.
Wait,
And
where?
YOLO.
Right,
Sorry.
right in between him and the eagle.
Right here.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That won't hit you, will it, Mike?
All right. So let's see. So gargoyle
20-foot
makes
radius. Yeah, it will hit
a
you.
dex
Oh,
save.
20-foot radius shouldn't hit him though. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, yeah, it might. Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay,
it'll
I'm
hit
sorry.
him, but also the other gargoyle.
That's okay. It's okay.
So
It's
both
gonna hit-
gargoyles.
It's gonna hit Jason,
Hit
Roland,
me.
Recto.
I think Jason makes it out of that. Hang on.
If
It
I
hits
don't,
everybody.
if you could scoot,
Jason's 25 feet.
but you didn't center it on that gargoyle.
No, I centered it to here, which is I guess
20
Jason-
feet. Yeah, I'm 25 feet. Yeah, I'm safe.
So I thought it was centered here. like in between them.
Yeah, it was. It was right there. So Jason would be affected.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, Jason's not affected actually. Yeah.
Depending on the dex roll.
No, I mean I'll take it. He says no. Let's just move on.
Yeah, it's
not overthink it.
It doesn't hit Jason, but it does hit Squawk. It does, I think. No, it actually doesn't hit Squawk.
Squawk and I are out of range. It does hit this dude.
It hits Brovek. All right, so we're gonna start with Brovek here. Actually, hold on.
Brovek. We hardly knew you.
Hold on. The gargoyle does hit. So gargoyle 1, it hits the left gargoyle, the new gargoyle. So I guess that's gargoyle 2. So it hits him for 19. Or no, sorry, it hits him for 22 damage.
That's right.
Okay.
Fireball, so dangerous.
Let's see.
It's tough.
It does. So it's going to potentially hit the second gargoyle. So let's see this. So dex save. Actually, they both saved, so it's half damage to each. Sorry.
Only 11 to
it's not
save.
22.
Mm-hmm. It's a DC 11.
It's not a hard save. Yeah.
I'm so gonna roll a 2.
You are. You're definitely rolling it. You're definitely rolling it too.
Okay, so let's do Brovek next. So Brovek saves. He takes 11 damage. All right, Eagle is next.
Eagle! Herman the Eagle.
He saves, so he takes 11 damage.
Oh, he does save. Yeah.
Nice job.
Recto, why don't you go ahead and go next?
Yay!
So you save, so you take 11 damage.
Only 11. Okay, great.
Roland, you've got a roll. Dex save. All right, so you take 11 damage. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Cool.
Jason, you're just barely safe.
So
Woo! That's how I like to be.
my secondary action here is going to be launching one meteor at each of the gargoyles.
Okay.
And that'll empty out my meteors.
Yep. And they do a dex save for this as well?
Yeah, let me hit it.
It's a 13, right?
Okay. So is that going up?
It's supposed to actually show that if I click this. Did not. Okay. So it says it's a.
So which is going at which gargoyle?
First one is the one on the left. Second one is the.
Okay. All right.
Gargoyle. Yeah, we're gonna go left to right.
Okay. Fail and fail. All right. So 9 damage and 12 damage.
Gargoyle.
I want to finish these fucking things tonight if we can. But Andrew, I know a lot of you guys got to go. I understand. So
I wish I could do more.
Zigmundo, are you done?
I said that ends my turn. I'm sorry.
Okay, great. Sorry, I missed that.
I have no recourse.
You doled out a lot of damage that turn, man. Nice job.
Brovek swings. He puts his crossbow back over and swings with the long sword that he pulls out.
Still working that, huh?
It gets knocked out of his hand. He's not able to do anything. Squawk.
Okay. I'm gonna start licking my wounds a little bit.
Yeah, man. Keep yourself alive.
Gross.
About my spell. All right, I am going to cast this spell though. As my action. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
It's not doing. It didn't do the thing. Sorry.
Is this your new?
Yeah.
Is this one of your two non-bard spells?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us what it does?
Yeah, that's an AOE healing essentially. So like I said, it as a bonus action to heal someone.
Okay.
And I have the rolls. This should work. Does that work? Yeah. You get a bonus action to heal one creature for 2d6 damage.
Okay, and you're doing it for yourself? Is that who you're healing?
For this particular bonus action, yes, I will.
Okay, and so that's 4 health because we'll use that first roll of the 2d6.
Fair enough. Okay. And that's fine. I'm actually going to test one thing, and then that'll be the end of my turn.
Well, no, it's him and Zigmundo. if you read it.
No,
he
it's not.
gets
It's I have to target someone with it.
Yeah, it's one.
yourself or a creature in the air.
It's anyone within 30 feet.
Yeah,
But-
well,
but he
Sigmundo's
chooses
right next to him.
He
Right, but
healed
it's not-
himself though.
But he has to choose a creature within 30 feet.
You can use your bonus action to make yourself
Make
or
yourself
a creature
or a
in
creature in the aura.
Regain to. Oh, I got
Right.
you.
So the spell does 4, and you use your bonus to basically like engage them.
Right. So the aura is there, but he still has to pick a person to heal with it.
I
It's
got you.
automatic.
I got you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Right.
guys. My bad.
And so next turn you can pick a different
Damn it,
person,
Daryl!
and then he'll roll 2d6 again. So it won't necessarily be 4 next time. Okay. So you doing anything else, Squawk? Okay. All right, giant eagles. What do you want them to do? You want me to tell you what they can do? They can.
They
have-
can do the bite and the claw.
Yep.
We'll have them both hit it the closest.
All right. So
Gargoyle.
eagle on the left is going to do beak and then talon. Hit and hit for a total of 20
Yeah.
damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, their stuff works?
Okay,
It
and then the eagle
How
on the
come my
right.
eagle talon works, but a sword... Oh, because all these things are magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
They're so much better than these worthless people we brought with us.
I know, right?
All right, so
We
so
should have
the
had
eagle.
just these guys fly us down. We would have been safer.
So the eagle on the right bites down with its enormous beak and rips one of the wings off of the gargoyle.
Oh.
Roland, he does have a claw attack left in his movement.
What I'm gonna have him do is I'd like to have him roll up towards Recto and throw his feet out for Recto to catch onto.
Like there?
Yeah, that works.
Oh, Recto's riding a bird.
All right. So Recto's still on the gargoyle for now.
Yeah, I want to be in distance for him to grab onto.
Yeah. I mean, he can fly by himself, but I don't think Roland knows that yet, having never seen that.
All right.
Pretty cinematically awesome, though.
Yes, it
He
is.
jumped onto
That's
him,
actually really what it's
punched
more
the
about.
shit out of a gargoyle, and then flew an eagle out of there. That is so baller.
Listen, it'd be a lot more practical to go just attack the other one, but this is gonna look a
No,
lot
it's
cooler.
baller. It's totally baller.
The only
So
thing
this-
that is a raptor with a machine gun.
This gargoyle is going to come
I
down
summon a
here,
raptor with a machine gun.
and this gargoyle is going to
Oh fuck.
bite attack towards Recto. Is that hit?
What's your DC? What's your AC?
17.
Then it hits.
Yeah, that hits for 9.
Okay. And then he's going to do 2 claw attacks against Recto, 2 against the eagle to the south.
So 4 total.
Yes.
Didn't
So
you have
Recto,
patient defense?
Recto.
Oh,
So that last
no,
one
you're
will
right.
hit you, Recto.
No. I took patient defense,
Yeah. Do you
At
want to
the
use
end.
it against the second hit here?
but I don't use it. It's disadvantage on any melee attack against me until my turn.
The first
Okay,
one
well, the
still
first one
hits.
So
Still
basically,
hit.
it works on the last one.
Yeah,
no,
you
it
saved
works
yourself
on the
10
12-19.
Yeah, but
the
you
knife-
already lost. He already lost that one. He
Yeah.
already won the first one.
Oh no, the bite. Oh, can I?
The bite is
1725.
had
But
disadvantage.
still,
but
there's
got
like
you.
still.
Can I? Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. You're right. So, but the second one
It
does.
saved you
So-
10.
Second misses. Yep. All right. So 2 more go against the eagle to his south. Hit. Miss. So -6. Okay. And he is then going to. Oh, and Brovek took an opportunity attack and hit him across the back with a longsword and didn't do anything.
Fucking Brovac.
God damn it, Brovek.
The gargoyle is going to shoot up 40 feet into the air.
40.
I'd like to
Creates
take
40 creates an opportunity attack for the 2 giant eagles.
I would like to take those.
And
So do you want to use
recto.
beak or talon? And recto. Let me do the NPCs first here.
Whatever hurt them
I would
last
like-
time, do it
I
again.
would like to take the talon attack for both.
Okay. So we'll do 2 of those. That's a miss. That's a hit. So he takes 9 damage there. And recto.
Hang on. He's just flying up. Yeah, so I'll just I'm just gonna attack him then.
Okay, and that hits. So hits him for eight damage there. Okay. Turna shoots an arrow at him and it doesn't work.
Does he even roll anymore?
Jason.
Okay. Do I see any large rocks around me?
Looking around, you see a baseball-sized rock near you. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to pick it up and go over to where near it's flying, and throw it as hard as I can at its face.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay.
Come on, crit and knock him out.
He's unconscious.
Womp.
I doubt that makes much like in real life, I whiff it badly.
You limp wrist it and it goes 5 feet over the cliff.
Yeah!
It hit one of the giant eagles who squawks at you.
Hey.
All right, so I'd like to taunt.
Oh, you still have
the gargoyle.
Okay.
No, that's it. That's it. I don't really have anything I can do to a flying enemy.
All right. Recto.
He's how far away now?
40 feet.
And this is your first turn. So you are actually falling at this moment on the corpse of the other gargoyle.
No, I'm not, because the eagle grabbed me.
No,
there. I can't really grab you, but I can.
He offered its talons.
But
you could grab him, but you used your action to attack them.
I can
you don't
use
accept
what?
it. Like you can. So here's the thing: the eagle could have come and grabbed you, but that would have used its action, right? And it used its action to attack.
I got to attack. I got
Okay.
you.
And then you moved into. So now, if you want to jump and grab it, like basically you're going to try and grapple the eagle.
How far is the gargoyle from me?
The living one, the one that's alive. 45 feet. Up, straight up.
So, in a flying speed of 30 feet. Okay, so since my, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna say, fuck you, eagle. I'm gonna,
Okay.
Wait.
All right, so this.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that as my, I'm gonna use that as my, I'm gonna combine that if I can.
Okay.
With Step of the Wind. I'm gonna spend a key point. Use that as my bonus action to fly me 30 feet towards the gargoyle.
Wait, so it uses your bonus action to summon the Sajanabaza.
I already have that. That's already happening. That's already been
No, that's channeling. So you already channeled. So you're channeling the Lightbringer, but to get the wings, that takes a bonus action.
Yeah.
And that gives you a speed of 30 feet.
Yeah.
A flying speed of 30 feet.
Okay.
You can shoot it, can't you?
So you can go up 30 feet.
You can still use your action to take dash, in which case the dash could apply to the flight as well.
But then I can't attack.
That's right.
It can attack you though. Bonus.
So my question is, if I fly up there, like, do I just fall at the end of my action? Like, how does that work? Like, I don't. This is where flying is kind of confusing to me.
So if you you never fall as long as once you've added Wings of the Guardian, you don't fall unless A, Wings of the Guardian ends, which is in 10 turns, right? Or B, you're incapacitated. Which is the same thing for Squawk. Well, the second part. Like Squawk, if you were knocked out,
he's 45 feet from me right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna fly as far as I can, then use my bonus action.
Okay.
All the way up.
So you can get 25 feet up.
Why only 25 feet up?
Because you're 5 feet below right now. So you were already 5 feet below the cliff's edge. So now you're
30 feet.
You've moved up 30 feet, but that means you're 25 feet above, say, Jason.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of how high things are. You had fallen a little bit. Now you've gone up.
Remember, now that you're flying, it's always easier to go down than it is up.
Yeah, it is. And it's the bonus action that allows me to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'll just take my action and I'm gonna sunbolt it from where I am.
Okay. Yep. Okay, and that hits.
And I'm just gonna get up there and I'm gonna kind of point twice at it and say, "Where are you going?" And fire at it twice and miss once. But
okay.
With a +7, I'm going to miss.
All right, rolling.
Oh, he's 40 feet in the air. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step back towards Squawk. I'm gonna summon a fistful of berries. I'm gonna throw them down his. Well, I'll hand them to him. I can't actually make him take them. I don't think I can actually make him take them.
Shove it in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him 9 of the 10.
Okay. All right, so you get 9 health. Nick.
Thank you.
And then that was
okay.
10. I'm gonna just move. Let's move back up to right here. Just get a little bit closer. Just one more down, right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna end my turn.
All right, Zygmundo.
I am going to use a level 2 magic missile. So that means I get 4 instead of 3.
Pew pew. Corey Coleman to Buffalo.
Okay, so this first one hits for 3 damage, right? So don't you have to roll? You have to do this 3 times, I think.
No.
This thing's so confused. This confuses me every single time.
Let me just roll the dice. It feels easier. I had a macro.
Show the whole thing.
Yeah. Hang on.
A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the spell increases 1 more dart for each slot level. So each dart is xd4 plus 1, right? So, what'd you say, second or third level?
I did second level.
So you get 1 extra.
So the first level is 3 darts, which gives you 1d4 plus 1 3 times.
Wait, is it 3d4?
3d4.
No, it's 1d4 split up.
Well, against one target, it might as well be 3d4 plus 1. Sure.
Yeah.
It's 3d4 plus 3, right?
Well,
if there's 3 of them.
No, it's 3d4 plus 1.
Plus 3d.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah,
no, it's 3d4 plus 3. Yes,
plus
you're
3.
Right, Hillers.
Right.
So it's 1d4 per dart. 1d4 plus 1 per dart.
Yeah, you should just roll that per the number of people and add it up.
Right. So 13.
And there's 3 darts. Okay, so it's 13, which is that first roll that you did. Okay, good.
Correct.
All right. So 13 damage. Pew pew pew.
Making sure you guys don't leave damage on the table here. We need every point.
That's fair. Yes.
Okay. Zygmundo, are you doing anything else?
This thing has to die.
Don't believe I have anything else to do, so I am ending my turn.
Okay. Squawk.
I'm gonna mimic what Recto's screaming, asking, "Where are you going?"
Yeah, where are you going? Where?
Okay. Let's get his wisdom saving throw going ahead.
It's confused by your inquiries.
Does an 11 do it for you? I think it's a 13, right? For you? So he does take his 2 points of damage. And
get him!
Has disadvantage on his neck attack. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna roll. Hopefully this will work here. 4 points of damage to Roland.
Okay. So Roland, you got 4 HP.
You.
All right, giant eagles I assume they fly up to where he is.
Yeah, I want to hit him up there about head height, 5 feet above or so, where they're in
Actually, what's their flight?
They're 80.
Then they can do it.
They're fucking eagles, man. It's all the flight.
Keep him down. Keep him
They're
down.
They're symbols of flight.
Yeah, so I want to kind of try to get right over the top of him as much as I can. I know you can't do it in space, but I want to get right over the top of him and just dive and wail away at him again.
Scream!
Right. Okay, and so 2 beaks and 2 talons. Nothing hits.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So the gargoyle is going to try to fly under the eagles. It's going to give both of them an opportunity attack here.
I'll take the talons on both.
Okay. Both hit.
Nice.
So 19 damage. He flies and lands here.
Fuck.
He's gonna have disadvantage on his first attack.
That's
He's
not
going
good.
to bite towards Squawk. Hits.
Ouch.
He's going to do 1 claw towards Squawk, 3 claws towards Zig.
Ooh him.
Boo hiss.
So
Oh,
12
no!
more for Squawk.
Actually,
Next
he
three-
misses that claw because I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration for cutting words,
Okay.
which I believe gives him
Nice.
disadvantage.
Oh.
Bard
Bards,
things.
man.
Bard things.
Bard things.
He's like, no, he doesn't hit me.
No,
No.
Okay.
I choose not to die.
You
Thanks,
throw a
anyway.
hit or miss. I choose miss.
No, miss, please. Christ.
Oh, no, it doesn't. No, never mind. It doesn't matter.
No.
Well. Hashtag Nick
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not.
The opposite.
Yeah. So it's 12 and 19. It's 12 and 7.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 19
No,
exactly.
you can.
Down you go.
Oh, no, yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Not on a crit. You don't want to do that.
Not against a 28 attack roll. That's not cutting words. Not useful.
They're not that cutting.
Yeah. All right. So 3 claws coming to Zig.
Oh boy.
Guys, get ready to revive.
Oh wait, how?
So
Yes,
that's total of 22.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Can I ask how far that? I mean, I can ask because I'm going to do it. But can how far did that thing fly to get over to them? Like over and down, basically.
Good point. So it's 40 feet down, but then you're right. He couldn't quite have gotten there. So he.
Oh!
Oh,
Nice! Mechanics lawyering for the win!
Good call. Good call.
MVP. MVP
So-
for both jumping on a falling gargoyle and then later mechanics lawyering.
So he's
Both
ground
ends
level,
of the
like
spectrum.
ground level people can hit him now.
He's on the ground. Yes.
Okay.
Is that melee range for him? To me?
Yes.
So we still took damage. Is that what we're all after?
It all stayed the same,
Oh.
but he's close.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
M-
I mean,
MVP
it's still
retract.
melee for those two guys, but he's a lot
Yeah.
closer to us now.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what Jason can do with that.
Now that he's on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Light him
there-
fucking up.
What am I supposed to do? He's immune to all melee.
Well,
Keeping him in one spot.
Keep him
seems
on the
to work
ground
pretty
there.
well.
All right. Yeah, I'll run up to him. Attempt to grapple.
Okay. So
and
strength,
get Zig out of there.
strength check.
Yeah. I'm
Or
trying
you
to
can try to help.
I'm trying to
block.
remember how I did the maneuvering attack last time with my foot, because I'm gonna try to do it again. I'd had to hit it with a sword though, didn't I?
You just have to hit it with an attack. Doesn't matter. But go ahead and do your
Okay.
strength.
Well,
Back here.
no, I mean I really want to get him out first. So
Oh, so you're not grappling?
Well, I mean, if I grapple, he's still there. Oh, wait, but I can move him. Okay, yeah, all right. So, yes, I would like to try to grapple.
Okay, strength check.
Strength check, right.
Doesn't do it.
Crap.
He just, his wings rebuff you and push you back.
And so I'd like to...
that was your action.
Yeah. Can I try to stabilize as a bonus action, or is that an action?
That's an action.
Okay. Do I have anything in my inventory that could help? No, I do not. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I think I botched that. So.
No, it's just a bad roll.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, but I mean, it's like I don't think I can help. Yeah.
All right, Recto.
So I'm floating.
You're flying. You're 25 feet above the cliff level.
How far
I'm so used
am
to
I
being useful.
as the crow flies straight to that guy?
As the snake flies.
We don't have to worry about like hypotenuse. It's just whatever it's
down and over.
Thank God.
You don't have to even do down and over. If I'll call this.
I just want to know:
you can
am I
there.
using my bonus action to get to him?
No.
I'm not.
No.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna get to him. Wait.
There?
No. Well, if possible, I'm gonna get greedy here. I'm sorry, guys. I'd like to get to here, if possible.
I think that's probably too far. To get, well, all right, I'll just allow it. That's fine.
I mean, no, I mean it's okay. Well, I'm not gonna fight it. All right. So I'm still. I got my magic shit still going. I'm gonna take my. So he's right there. As I'm flying in, I'm gonna whip out my dagger.
That's not what I thought.
I'm gonna whip
I thought that was gonna go someplace else here.
By it, of course, I mean my dagger.
I do, because
how magical is that?
Is how things go. And I'm going to try to hit him with the blunt side of it across the side of his head.
Okay. Hits him.
And I'm going to try to turn that into a stunning strike, which is here. DC 14 Constitution.
Saves.
I'm gonna do it again. That's gonna bring. I'm gonna hit him twice, which brings me down to one more key. I have one key point left after this strike.
Okay.
If it hits.
That hits.
And he needs to make a 14.
14.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. So because he also takes
8
damage.
14 damage.
I think I already captured the 6.
Okay.
Let's just call it 14.
All right. Okay, and he's stunned. Is that your turn?
No. As he's stunned, now that I've got him, he's kind of out of it. I'm gonna kind of focus myself and see the people that are troubled around me, and
troubled.
Yeah, that are troubled, or aka unconscious around me.
I'm troubled.
And I'm gonna kind of throw out a prayer to Lathander, and look at Squawk and hit him with a healing word.
All right.
To bring him back as my bonus
Squawk,
action.
you feel this energy kind of invest inside of you, and eyes open back up.
Thank you.
Nice.
And that's all I've got.
All right. Rolling.
All right, I want to back up a little bit here.
Next to the cliff edge.
Right about here.
Get as close as you can to the cliff. Yeah, what could go
I
wrong?
just gotta
Go back up to right about here, and I'd like to transform into a rhinoceros.
Yes, you would.
Yeah! Trample that bitch!
Who wouldn't like to do that?
I would be doing that right now if I could, honestly. It'd just be a big rhino.
Have you ever been on I-95?
And then I would like to use his. Let me bring it up. Sorry, real quick. Thought I had it open. Use his charge and gore. So basically, if I move 20 feet, straight line, which I should be here, I do the gore ability. If gore, if it hits with gore, if it hits with gore, it takes another 2d8 bludgeoning damage, and it has to do a DC 15 strength.
Jesus.
Well, but he loses strength saving, doesn't he? Or no, or is it Constitution and Dex?
Disadvantage.
No, it's
sure.
strength.
So let's go ahead and have the Rhino roll. So the Rhino charges in.
Charges in. It should be the
Or is
gore,
incapacitated mean?
plus
That's the
7 to hit.
question.
Oh, okay, I see. Hold on. Or
This creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
okay,
There.
so
This has to hit.
that misses.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Does
so
it have disadvantage on attacks at all from being stunned?
It's
just on
incapacitated, is what it
Or
is.
incapacitated?
No, it's stunned.
No, well, a stunned creature is incapacitated. C condition.
does
Can't
that
move.
does that create advantage on attacks?
Disadvantage on strength
On saving throws.
and what
Okay,
saving
so just
throws?
attack
Dex
roll.
saving throws.
Okay, so it's just
Okay,
on
so
saving
that-
throws. So that
so
doesn't
then-
matter. So none of it matters then.
Yeah.
It didn't hit. So.
But attack rolls have
Nothing
advantage
really
against a stunned
matters.
creature.
They
Oh.
do.
Oh!
They do?
Yes, they do.
Then it hits.
Then okay, well that matters. So that hits for 13, and then I get
Okay.
to roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
2d9.
2d8.
Trample that bitch!
2d8.
Yes. Run that fucker over.
2d8. And if it's got to do a DC 15 strength.
No, it fails it automatically.
then
The
it's
creature automatically fails strength and Dex saving throws.
Now it's stunned and prone.
prone. Yeah.
All right, Andy, how do you want to do this?
I want to run right through it and end up like with my nose like this close to Squawk's beak, like huffing and blowing, like kind of a pissed off, and then just transform back into myself.
Nice.
All right. So you charge through, ran into it. Though.
Rhino rolling for the win.
Right through.
Like you start to run, and you transform into the rhino as you're running, and then the horn goes right through the center torso, like through the back of the gargoyle. The horn comes out like right next to Squawk's face. You pull it up and then slam it on the ground, and this gargoyle shatters into a million pieces. You kind of turn to human, and just dust it off.
Rhino.
That'll do. That'll do. Piece of cake, boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was something.
I want to go
Those
back to
things-
level 5.
Those things were immune to all sorts of regular damage.
Welcome to level 6.
Well, there were stones, so like regular bludgeoning stuff doesn't
Alright,
affect
guys, I'd love to stand and hang out and debrief.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
I gotta get
Yeah.
back to sleep.
Yep.
Thanks for staying up a little bit late, guys.
Yeah, thanks,
No,
guys.
that was worth
We'll
it. Good
debrief
fight.
tomorrow.
Yep.
That was
I-
so fucking fun.
That was
That
fun.
cool.
I felt so useless. I was like, what the hell am I even gonna do here? I was like, usually, no problem. I'll just chop it up and we'll be done.
Nah,
but
dude,
like,
me and
tonight,
you-
I was like, fuck!
Our skills are gonna become less and less useful in these last few.
Well, I
levels.
mean, if there's tons of enemies like this, I'm gonna be, like, dead weight. You know what I mean? It's like,
I have a feeling there's gonna be plenty of things going
that I
on
can,
that
I can
yeah,
stab. I hope so.
yeah. I don't think you have to worry too much.
If I
Well, no,
can't
I mean,
stab...
it's gonna balance out, right? Like, because you look at the damage shards between, like you look at the damage numbers I've been sending out, and it's been like Zig and Roland, and those guys have been like kind of low on it, but you know, but useful still, obviously in the healing and the whatever. But like, it's gonna level out now because magic is gonna become way more important in these later levels. You'll see.
And I'm all for it. I just don't, you know,
Yeah.
I'm worried that I'm going to become ineffectual. You know what I mean? It's
No.
like, I'm fine with the leveling out, and I love the tactics and the spells.
You're gonna
Really
find plenty.
cool.
We're gonna get against some undead